Oh my goodness, guys, it is time.
I do want to take
another SmackDown Friday. Are you ready for a good time? I'm ready for a good time. I'm ready. What is up, everybody? Welcome. What we got over here? What is up, everybody? We have no quality options. Oh no. Oh well. It'll work itself out. What is going on, guys? We got ourselves one heck of a SmackDown to look forward to here. We're getting guaranteed monstrous showdown between Braun Strowman. Oh, can I be heard right now? Yeah, okay. Braun Strowman and the Fiend. Alexa Bliss is going to tell us what our experiences were with the Fiend. We got a women's battle royale, I believe, to find out who's going to face Bayley. And there's even people from NXT in that. Big E is going to face off against John Morrison, I believe. Got a lot of cool stuff going on. Welcome, welcome, everybody. 'Tis that time. Are you ready? I hope you're ready. I see we erupted in the house. I see Ismail. I see Gaming Every Day. Elijah's here. Michael's here. Giovanni up in the house. We erupt. What is going on, guys? Welcome, welcome. Man, this freaking this song is just the bane of my uploads when I do this live stream on YouTube. Whenever that song comes on, it's like, oh no, they're gonna copyright claim me. They released Jimmy Havoc. Yeah, I think they did. Oh, they got extra security here. A monstrous confrontation. Who else we got? Ringmaster, Travis, Gio. What's up, Gio? Yep, it's the triple brand battle royale. Looks like they chose Tegan Knox and Shotzi Blackheart to be the NXT representation there. Liv Morgan's in it. Shayna Baszler's in it. All right, here we go. They're starting off with Big E. Don't you dare be sour. 1 year of the Fiend. Has it already been a year? Wow. It's a new day. Yes, it is. Dang, what a way to start SmackDown. Start off with a Big E match. So nice to see him getting singles competition. Oh, yeah. Tail end of day. This fire burns inside me. Thank you for the host, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Big E is here. Man, what an energetic dude. Time flies, heck yeah. B. Priestley and Sadie Gibbs.
At last.
I want them to have,
with class.
You know, I hope the best for them. Yeah, I really hope the best for all the people who got released. But, you know, I heard there's some pretty good reasons behind it.
Y'all must have forgot. Let me remind you.
What the heck, Biggie? Let me remind you.
I have no idea what this problem could possibly be with me. I'm a professional journalist now.
John Morrison, man. Now listen. Here we go. John Morrison versus Big E, man. This could be a heck of a clash to start off SmackDown. Is The Miz with him? I don't see The Miz. It's just John Morrison. Oh, that probably means The Miz is like hiding somewhere. He's probably under the ring or something. Johnny Drip Trip.
see, it doesn't matter how positive you guys are. You're
Oh, now they're mixing the promo stuff into the
when you're at home,
entrances.
you can eat all you want, and I've noticed that every time you talk, you sound hungry. Well, tonight, I hope you're hungry for feet, so I'm fixing to shove my foot down your throat.
Everybody's got jokes.
John Morrison is such a goof, man.
John Morrison as they prepare to go one-on-one.
All right, here we go. Who do you guys think is going to win this? Uh-oh.
Oh my God, that's again.
Uh-oh, the lights.
The lights flickering again here in the
Lights are flickering here.
Center. And wait a minute.
Oh, member of Retribution.
And Corey, there's more of them. Oh my God.
Uh-oh. The whole ring is surrounded by Retribution. Oh my goodness. Big E started to beat up some of them. John Morrison, Big E. Oh, there's just too many of them. Too many of them. Retribution is here. Dang, I didn't think they were gonna show up this early in the show. Dang. Just dropped Big E. Dang, I thought they had extra security tonight. Guess not. Big E and John Morrison just got taken out. Absolutely laid out. Oh, here's the Miz. Dang. Now commercial. Straight to commercial. Man. Well, that's one way to start off your show. Retribution just came through and said, nah, you guys thought you were having a match? They're really making their impression be felt recently. I wonder if they're gonna actually say something at SummerSlam, or if they're gonna do something just crazy on the Go Home show for SummerSlam next Friday. I wonder if they're gonna start showing up in NXT as well. Man, so many questions. So much for those extra guards. The guards are watching the wrong way. They're watching the doors into the place, but they were already in there. They weren't watching the actual arena, like the fighting area. What the heck, man? Ouch. Or they are the security guards. Maybe the security guards are just, they're tired of being thrown around by superstars. They're tired of being pushed around. Maybe that's what Retribution is. They're just a bunch of security guards that are just tired of getting thrown around by Ronda Rousey or, you know, whoever the flavor of the week is. They're finally rebelling. All right, I'll be right back, guys. Hang out with Dudley for a second. All right, we're backstage. Backstage with Miz, Morrison, and everybody else.
Besides, none of this would have happened if you wouldn't have sent out that tweet. Nice move.
What tweet? What tweet did he put out?
Listen up, listen up. Listen up. No, listen. We are under attack. We need direction. We need leadership. Well, I'm the guy for that. I am the king.
King Corbin.
If you follow me, I can lead you to safety.
Baron Corbin. He says he knows the way.
Aren't built to keep people safe. Some of us crumble under pressure. Corbin, shut your mouth. You better watch how you talk. Shut your mouth. This is our house. And I'll be damned if the Foot Clan from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles runs up in our house, putting their dirty feet on our couch. You see, I may be bruised, but I am not beaten. I may be disrespected, but I am not defeated. So I'm going to go back out in that ring tonight, and I'm going to beat John Morrison. And I'm going to show Retribution the power. Now is not the time to run and hide. Now is the time to stand and fight. Are you with me?
Dang, okay.
What a speech. Oh, fella, beautiful. I mean,
Sheamus is here. What has Sheamus got to say?
I got goosebumps coming up and down my arm, you know what I'm saying?
Sheamus is just having fun out here.
A desperate cry for help just sounds
Doesn't even look scared at all.
inspirational. I get it. No Kofi, no Woods, no out-of-tune trumpets or
Yep, the Foot
pancakes.
Clan.
You're alone. And you're vulnerable. And you're scared. And that's exactly why Retribution attacked you in the first place. I mean, they can smell the fear, yeah? You see me? When I'm in there knocking lumps out of Shorty G like he owes me money. Yeah. See that? They won't dare show their dirty scumbag faces on my match. You know why? Because I know I'm not afraid of them. But if they've any sense at all, they'd be very afraid of me.
And if you had any sense at all, you'd realize I'm not alone.
Dang, Retribution's already starting a lot of trouble here.
We're trying to get things back to normal inside the Performance Center. Security has filled in to try to prevent.
Oh, Sasha and Bayley are here.
Calling themselves Retribution. They're clearly doing a great job. Are you kidding me?
And they're already getting booed out of the place. You hear all the boos? All right, so the security guards are surrounding the ring now. I think that's where they should have been to begin with.
Nonetheless, let's try to get back to normal. Head up to the ring. WWE Women's Tag.
They got every piece of gold the women's division has on the main roster. All right, let me get Sasha. My brand new picture of Sasha. Let's get the rest of these guys out of here. All right, let's see what Bayley and Sasha have to say tonight.
Actually wants to hear what the role models have to say, and maybe you should follow suit. Because it's time to get this show on the road, all right? And we are gonna get going with the Triple Brand Battle Royale.
There we go.
That's right, because everybody knows better than to interrupt.
Reminds me of when Aces and Eights invaded TNA back in the day.
Now,
I never got to see that.
Been on Raw. We now know that I have
But
to
it sounds
face
like they made an
Asuka
impact.
at SummerSlam.
I did hear about Aces and Eights, and I wasn't even watching.
That we will have to defend our WWE Tag Team titles at Payback. It's fine. But let's not worry about that, because tonight is not about that. Tonight is about one thing and one thing only. Bayley! You suck!
You suck.
Last week, Stephanie McMahon tried to rain
What is
on
up with
our
her?
parade like she always does. It's getting old, Stephanie.
Doc Dizzle, what's up,
But
dude?
when you hold all the gold and you're like looking like us, Not even
If
a
Retribution
McMahon can hold us
attacks
down, okay?
Braun and Bray, then they're gonna get so destroyed. I don't think Braun's gonna play that stuff.
So, as for the lucky
The
idiot
Fiend?
that
I don't
gets
think
to
the
face
Fiend's
me
scared
at
of Retribution.
SummerSlam, we are about to find out. I'm so excited, but first,
Sasha's got like a pink
after we've taken about every single job
camouflage
in the company
suit
and done
on.
it better than everybody else, especially the SmackDown announce team. Michael Cole, we're looking at you. You guys suck. Yeah. We're going to add another one to the list, all right?
Doc to the Dizzle. Oh, they have SmackDown cards.
Get out of here! Step inside! Get out of
Oh, they're gonna be ring announcers. They kicked the ring announcer out.
I'm a little nervous. You got
Maybe NXT superstars to prove that they're not the B show or second best.
Is a triple brand bottle.
To the best show? Hey, yeah, maybe. Yo, what is this? Oh my goodness. Upgrades? Upgrades. La 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 la.
That's right. The winner of the battle royal will go on to SummerSlam to compete for the snack.
I love how you can't hit him. He's like. Yes. Oh my goodness. The gift of Doc. Again. Oh, he gave it to one. I want more cash. I want more cash. La, 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 la. Iconics are here. Alright, so I'm going to get Bayley and Sasha out of here because they're not in the match. They're just announcing everybody who's going to be in the match. Hey. It's going to be a lot of people to put in this ring. Maybe I'll just put like one of each. No, I guess I'll put everybody. Just going to have to find a way to situate everybody. Alright, so we got Peyton Royce. You got Every Kiss Begins with Billy Kay. La 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 la. You're gonna have to move way over here, over here. Who else?
Part of this event tonight, of course.
Tegan Knox. All right. Gonna move Peyton Royce over a little bit more. Gotta be able to see her. All right, Shotzi Blackheart, Tegan Knox. Shotzi. I see that she got her helmet back. Her car got stolen recently. It was unfortunate. I don't know if she got her car back. I know she got her helmet back. Did they just find her helmet somewhere? La 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 la.
Another woman.
Oh,
who's
Lacey
had
Evans.
Major issues with both Bayley and Sasha Banks in the past.
I like that idea, Daniel Bryan. I like that idea that it could be some NXT people. I was saying that before. But man, they really need somebody pretty big time to reveal themselves as part of it though. I feel like once we know that it's just a bunch of NXT people, it's going to lose some of that flair that it has right now. I think the best thing for them to do would be to have at least one notable name at the helm of the whole thing. What the heck? Asuka's in this? I didn't know Asuka was in this. Uh-oh, Asuka's running down to the ring. Surprise! Asuka just runs down here.
This is Asuka, the same woman who made Bayley submit this past Monday on Raw. And perhaps we'll have another opportunity
Asuka in
Bayley
this?
as well if she can win this battle royal.
Oh, she is in this. Okay.
Field of competitors. Who will go to SummerSlam? We'll find out next.
So they're gonna save like 2 of these introductions for after the break. Wow, Asuka just comes running down. Dude, Doc, thank you so much for the gifted subscription. The gift of Doc. The gift that keeps on docking. The gift of Doc. Thank you, dude. Hooked up, I want more cash. You guys been a long time member of the stream here. This whole segment is garbage. Why is it garbage? Introducing a bunch of people who are going to battle to be the #1 contender? They're going to get announced no matter what. Asuka 2 belts? How would she have 2 belts? How would she have 2 belts? She'd have to get into the tag division as well, and I don't think her tag partner is even here anymore. How's she gonna do that? Oh, she's just gonna take everybody's titles. She's gonna beat Sasha, and she's gonna beat Bayley. Oh, that'd be crazy. Oh yeah, you're right. I forgot about that. Dang, so she might actually do it. She could beat Sasha at SummerSlam and beat Bayley. She'd have 2 matches in one night. That'd be pretty monumental. Yeah, dude, I forgot about that. You might be right. It's a possibility. Who else is gonna be in this match? I think Naomi. I think Naomi's in this match, and I think there's like one more person other than Naomi. Oh, Liv Morgan and Ruby, right? Yeah, I think that's everybody. All right, Liv Morgan and Ruby. Gotta find a way to fit both of them in this little space over here. Yeah, WWE is they're pretty high on Peyton Royce, it seems. She gets some TV time, and she's been on both shows. She's been on Raw and SmackDown. All right, we are back. Oh yeah, Shayna Baszler. Dang, dude. And Tamina's out here too. Jeez. My goodness, man. Okay, let's put Shayna Baszler.
Riot very nearly eliminated right there in that instance. Such a precarious position to be in.
Jeez, man.
Not a lot of real estate.
A lot of woo males out here.
Bigger talent.
BigfalconTink, welcome, man.
All at once right now. Liv Morgan from Monday Night Raw. Hanging on. Remember, both feet have to hit the floor. The Iconics, Peyton Royce and Billie Kay from Monday Night Raw working together as well.
I'll put Ruby. Oh, no, she's gone. Okay, let's put Liv.
Took the bullet for Riot Squad friend Liv Morgan. And now Morgan. And now Tegan Knox from NXT.
All right, there you go. I'm missing Tamina and Peyton Royce. Oh my goodness. All right, well Liv is gone. Bye, Liv. I think Peyton Royce and Billie Kay are gone now too. That was quick.
Meanwhile, back in the ring, the battle royal continues. That is Bianca Belair.
Oh, Bianca Belair is out here. And Dana Brooke. Jeez, man. They just threw everybody in here.
Nikki Cross did not go over the top.
Nikki Cross is in this too. Wow, man. They put everybody up here. All right, Dana Brooke here. Wow. Empire, welcome.
I've never seen Sasha and Bayley so
going for Lacey. Let's go Belair. Yeah, who do you guys think is going to win this?
The best seats in the house for this chaotic action in the ring. Bianca Belair in jeopardy on the
far side of
the ring. Nikki Cross and Asuka have had quite the... Oh my God, Bianca
Belair has a really good chance of winning this.
Will her feet hit the floor? Will she be eliminated? Bianca hanging on for dear life. You can't forget how impressive Belair was in this past year's Women's Royal Rumble match.
Oh yeah, that's true. She did do a really good job in the Women's Royal Rumble this year. We were up to Shayna or Bianca. Nekka is here. Can Tamina do it? Oh man, I don't know. I don't know about that. Oh my goodness.
Next
Yo, Big Falcon days.
Here next week, however.
Rumors running rampant that we'll be in a different location. We will be live in the WWE Universe. We'll be involved.
Yo, Big Falcon.
Wait to get there.
Thank you for the bits, man. 25 bits. This is the biggest cheer of the day. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, Nikki Cross is out. Tegan Knox is still in. Tamina is just rolling. She took down Shotzi and Tegan Knox. They're not out, but she clotheslined them both at the same time. Now Tamina is staring down Bianca Belair.
That would be tremendous.
Can Tamina do it? That's funny. I don't think so, man.
Yeah, Bianca Belair, who recently put Zelina Vega in her place on
Why is Zelina not in this match? She might still be hurt from the beatdown she caught on Monday. Oh my goodness, the spear by Belair.
One of these women will face Bayley.
Chopping down Tamina.
SmackDown Women's
Whoa.
Championship at SummerSlam, and Bianca Belair.
Jeez. Wow. Bianca Belair double underhook eliminates Tamina.
And now Belair, look at Naomi beginning to roll.
Oh, let me get Billy Kay out of here. I don't think Billy Kay's in this anymore.
Over the past number of weeks here on Friday Night SmackDown.
Tamina.
And Naomi.
Oh, she's gone. I don't have to put her.
Out to the apron. Lacey looking to eliminate her. Naomi, and a shot to Shayna Baszler from Monday Night Raw.
They want Asuka versus Flair? No, I don't know if Flair's going to be back anytime soon. Yo, what? Johan with upgrades? Upgrades.
Out to the apron.
Johan, what is going on? Johan hooking it up. Johan with the free gifted subscriptions to Banzi. Wow.
Flashback to the Raw Underground.
And out Lacey Evans. Dragging.
Yo, Johan, thank you so much. The Johan to Banzi hookup. Alley-oop.
What do you think about that, Bayley? Shayna Baszler versus Bayley at SummerSlam.
Talk about Bianca Belair for the moment, about to throw Tegan Knox over the
Naomi's
top
gonna
rope.
hashtag that. Yeah, Naomi's eliminated. Dude, thank you, Johan.
Tegan with the upcoming stars on NXT.
Look at this graciousness. Thank you so much.
Look at the power now of Belair.
Tegan Knox, ooh. Knox is in some trouble there. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, Bianca eliminates herself.
We are now down to 3 women. Shayna Baszler from Raw. Asuka from Raw. Tegan Knox from NXT.
Dang, everybody's gone.
An opportunity for Tegan Knox here.
Mentioned during her entrance, Tegan came within an eye.
Shayna even in it? Where is she? What happened to Shayna?
Several weeks ago. Now another golden opportunity.
missed it.
Couldn't wait.
And Tegan Knox, can you imagine if
Shayna
she
broke
can
out here.
eliminate both Asuka? Oh my God!
Oh
face
my
first
goodness.
Asuka.
Nice stuff. Tegan Knox showing off right now. Oh, she's right there. I see her, I see her.
Knox is looking for homage to the Big Red Machine.
Hey, good Lord, man.
Shayna Baszler just dragging and hauling
Lacey's
Knox
gone.
across the ring. Dana Brooke.
And Shotzi's gone.
Dana Brooke, to my knowledge, was never eliminated, Cole. Dana could be the
Dana's
dark horse
still
to win
in.
this whole thing.
I was thinking I didn't see her get eliminated, but she wouldn't be the only one.
Maybe she get in the ring and do something
so
about
Dana
it. Dana
is still in this.
Superstars remaining. I forgot about Dana, so it's Brooke.
There goes my
Baszler,
Lacey.
with
It
an
happens, man.
opportunity
There can be
to
only
head to
one. It's like the
SummerSlam
Highlander.
to face Bayley for the SmackDown
Oh,
Women's
Dana
Championship.
tried to do some
And
flippy
Dana
stuff and
Brooke
got just choked
in
to the
clutch
outside.
now by Shayna Baszler.
Oh.
Brooke still in this. Not for long.
Oh, flying hip attack eliminates Dana. All right, now Dana's actually gone.
About to get heavy now. One of the hardest hitters in
Now
the
she's
women's
actually
division.
out of here.
Asuka and
Johan,
Shayna
thank you so
Baszler
much for the
together
free
for the
subscription that you gave away, man.
Women's champion for 308 days.
I appreciate it.
Just looked down to the ground.
I'm sure Banzi will appreciate it once he knows. He's probably sucked into this match right now.
Great observation. And now Asuka on the second rope, and Asuka almost eliminated by Baszler.
Oh yeah, why is my Shotzi still up
We're
here?
down to Shayna Baszler and Asuka for an
Oh, I took out the wrong person. I took out Shayna instead of Shotzi.
hanging on for dear life in in the clutches of the champion.
I got the wrong SH. There we go. Oh, Asuka lands on Sasha and Bayley on the ground. She's not eliminated. She used the bodies of Sasha and Bayley to keep herself from getting eliminated.
Asuka on the apron. Perilously close to be eliminated in this battle royal. Shayna Baszler
getting drug over the top rope. Oh, it's over. Dude, I missed a lot of this. Some Fast and Furious action. Asuka has 2 title matches. What? So Asuka eliminates Shayna, and now she's got 2 title matches at SummerSlam. What in the world? Wow. Talk about revenge. Talk about retribution. Asuka 2 belts is a possibility. Have to see where they put the first match on the fight card. She's probably taken at least one of these. Man, that's something I didn't see coming. You know, the subtitle or the like tagline for this SummerSlam is "You'll never see it coming." Maybe this is one of those "you never see it coming" moments. I guess I have to support Asuka now. Yeah, Asuka's gonna get her revenge for Kairi, and for just the utter weirdness that Sasha and Bayley have been doing to her, and the whole women's division. Dang, Asuka's pulling double duty at SummerSlam. Wow. Oh, and now they're replaying this brutal beatdown that Sonya did to Mandy Rose.
Last week, chaos ensued inside the ring.
Oh my goodness.
Tonight, Mandy addressed.
I'm gonna play that song again. Wow, congratulations to Asuka. I kind of would have liked Shayna to be the one, but maybe she still will be. It's the WWE. Nothing's guaranteed until it actually is over with. I could definitely see Shayna pulling some stuff at SummerSlam. Maybe a backstage beatdown. Put herself into the match. Works for everybody else. Yeah, you have yourself a match, you have yourself a title match, and you just get beat up on that day, and then you just get to replace that person. Great, Asuka again. Yeah, they just showed us that they have like so many interesting, vibrant women in their division. You're going back to Asuka. I like Asuka. Don't get me wrong. It's just I think Shayna would have been a little bit more variety for us, and then just have Asuka get involved to help her win or something, and then have that be a feud afterwards. So I guess they said up next, Mandy's going to come out here and address what has happened and what she's been up to with her brand new haircut. It's a commercial break. Shayna's heel gritty. Yeah, so what? It doesn't always have to be a heel versus a good guy. I want to see Sheamus, Corbin, and Riddle feud. I think they are pretty much feuding right now. I think Corbin's feuding with pretty much anybody he talks to. Asuka versus Flair. I don't think Flair's gonna be around for a little while, man. And for good reason. Like she was like very, very much touted. She was everywhere for a while, you know. They had her on every show. They had her on every single program, every single week. I think we had enough Flair for now, man. Maybe in the like distant future. And Bayley, I want her title gone too. I wrote the ending. I would have had Asuka hop over the top rope herself, giving it to Shayna. Really? Oh, that would have been kind of funny. Like she sacrifices the win because she knows that Shayna will just choke the heck out of Bayley. Dang. Yeah, I don't think Charlotte Flair's gonna be around for a little while. Will be fun to see when she comes back though, and how she comes back. TJ, you guys with your rumors and dirt sheets and stuff. I haven't seen Charlotte say anything about that. Honestly, I saw her say exactly the opposite of that. She literally debunked that, so I don't know. You hope that Roman comes back. Yeah, people have been saying that. I've been hearing people say that quite a lot. It's definitely something without him. It feels like something's missing. Some of that star power is just not there. I've been liking the inclusion of Randy Orton, the returns of people like Christian to in ring for a second. Even seeing like Big Show come out here is kind of like, oh, you're cool. It gives that little spark. Ric Flair being out there, stuff along those lines. It's been helpful, but SmackDown, they haven't really had anything like that. And especially with AJ not being around very much either, there's just this vacuum of like major star power on SmackDown. I could definitely tell you that Roman would plug some of that up. He should come back as a heel. Hey, when he does come back, I wouldn't be opposed to that at all. He's been pretty close to a heel before, but I don't know. He's more of just like a loner type of guy. All right, we are back with Bayley and Sasha.
Of course I didn't know about this. Of course, you just need to stop freaking out because Asuka keeps beating you on Raw. I mean, this doesn't mean you can't destroy her at SummerSlam. You have this. Okay, you're right. You both have this. You're right, and it's not like my title was even on the line on Monday. So, at SummerSlam, I'll actually have something important to fight for.
Oh, goodness. Yo, Asuka just teleported. Now she's beating down both Sasha and Bayley. Where's the bald guy? Get the bald guy out here. The bald guy's the only effective moderator in these things. Looks like Kurt Hawkins.
Looks like tempers are already beginning to flare.
Don't play the song, no. I knew it.
Between former best friend Sonya Deville.
Yeah, he did. He did get booed. The "this is my yard now" moment was right when I was like, oh, it's on. He's actually doing it. Asuka with the beatdown on Sasha and Bayley, but the one guy came back who looked kind of like Brian Myers. Broke it up. I think that Bayley and Sasha are gonna get their revenge for this.
Like a couple now.
Couple of ogres. Oh, wait a minute, there's heavy machinery. They've heard enough. And now Otis and Tucker taking out their anger.
All right, so they're showing what happened with the whole Otis, Mandy, Sonya Deville thing last week before Retribution, I think. they used that word Retribution a lot recently. Who won? Who won what? The backstage beatdown? I would say Asuka.
You know what, Sonya? What you said last
neither
week about
Sasha
how
or
some
Bayley got
people
any
part of that's
fight
true.
in at all.
But do you really think you're the first person that ever said Mandy Rose is just a pretty face? I've been hearing that my entire life. The blonde hair, she's just a Barbie doll. She's so fake. She can't wrestle. She's just a model that has everything handed to her. And
Yeah,
to be honest,
I like the
that
Bayley
hurts.
and Sasha
that
stuff.
hurts still to this day hearing those things. And you said last week, I am a Bikini World Champion. But let me ask you this. Does having 3 jobs while putting myself through college, while winning that title, does that sound like having everything handed to me? And getting to the WWE, that just fell into my lap, right? Sonya, you, out of all people, should know how hard I worked. How hard I work. But turns out, it's just a reminder to myself. So thank you, Sonya. Thank you for reminding me that I am so much more than just a pretty face. You thought by cutting my hair,
Trying to make me look ugly? Was gonna destroy me? Okay. How about this? You and me, SummerSlam, in a hair versus hair match. You want to sit on your high horse and pretend that you don't give a damn about a selfie or the way you look? Oh, please. Put your money where your mouth is, honey. I can't wait to prove you wrong. And trust me when I say this, it will get ugly.
Oh, dang, okay. Hair versus hair match.
All right,
Okay.
lads. Why don't you call it a day, clock out, and go get a couple of nice pints, yeah? Those Retribution lads, they're not showing up on my watch. Go on, take it easy. Enjoy yourself.
The Celtic Warrior is next.
So they said Retribution they won't dare show up on his watch. Yo, is Sheamus maybe behind Retribution? That would be crazy. Now that's something I would never see coming. I'm just trying to think of all the stuff I would never see coming because that's the tagline for SummerSlam coming up. So I'm just trying to like come up with all kinds of crazy things now. Like, yo, what if aliens invade? I'd never see that coming. What if Vince McMahon is behind Retribution? He's been trying to destroy his company for years, and now he found another way to try. He literally hired people to destroy his company this time. Vince McMahon is behind Retribution. Oh my goodness. Will Otis cash in? I don't think Otis even remembers he can cash in. They had so much steam behind him, and they just like squandered it so hard. They should have made it so that Otis cashed in, and then and the Fiend messed it up. That's what they should have done. They should have made it so that Otis tried to cash in, and then the Fiend ended up like appearing or something and just mashing him. Didn't CM Punk have a mask or a hair match? Brock comes back and wins, dude. Everybody would be so salty. Remember when that happened last time? Brock just like ran in. What was it? The Money in the Bank? He just ran in and tossed Mustafa Ali and just won it. That's why I'm saying, dude, anything can happen. It's WWE. CM Punk and AJ Lee, that would be so fresh, man. That would definitely help the star power of SmackDown. Sheamus turning face or B saying he's the owner of Retribution. Oh man, that'd be so crazy. I love that salt gritty. I love the Brock salt too, man. Brock salt. It sounds like rock salt. The Brock salt is so sweet to me because like I actually respect Brock a lot. I mean I know people who like have met him personally and they tell me he's not that great of a guy and he's not that cool or whatever, but like physically the dude is just a mutant. He is a mutant, and his level of devastation and his level of domination is it's so believable to me over so many different athletes. Like I see athletes come out here that are doing things, and I'm just sitting there like, yeah, right, dude. You can't do any of that. Like people are just letting them throw him around and stuff. Brock can actually toss you. Brock on Raw Underground. Oh, that would be fresh. That would be fresh. If he showed up there, that'd be the end of Dabba-Kato. I don't think Dabba-Kato would be able to. I don't think they like him that much. Although you do know that the low blow does hurt Brock very bad, so maybe Dabba-Kato might be able to get one over on him. Saw what he did this week. How many times Sheamus won? Or how many titles has Sheamus won? I think he's won everything. I think he's won everything except for the Universal title. Oh my goodness. Yo, BigfalconTink, thank you. The Big Ten. The Big Ten. He is the Big Ten. BigfalconTink, thank you so much, man. I don't want Brock to be babyface either, man. I liked it when he was Money in the Bank holder though. It was just so like smug about it. Nikki Cross is backstage, looking a little down on herself.
Lexi!
Oh, she hugs Alexa Bliss.
Oh, I'm so happy to see you. Oh, Lexi, I'm so sorry. They're pushing you down a couple of weeks ago, and you're my best friend, and I just completely abandoned you. I'm so
fine.
sorry.
I'm fine. I'm fine.
But what happened with the Fiend? Are you okay? Talk to me.
Nikki, don't worry about me. I'm fine. I'm fine.
Lexi, stop. The Fiend and Braun are both here tonight, and anything could happen. We need to get you somewhere safe. We need to find some place for you.
I'm gonna stay around here for a while. I need to get some answers from Braun.
Oh. Uh-oh.
Obviously, Alexa has a lot on her mind. I can't wait for the sit-down interview still to come tonight.
Yeah, maybe that's why. Maybe that's why Sheamus is so he's so nonchalant about Retribution. He's like, no, they're not gonna attack me while I'm here. Maybe that's why. Maybe because he's the guy behind it. Now that would be pretty fresh. I don't know. Has Sheamus ever really had like a crew to that he's the leader of? I know he had the, what do you call it, the League of Nations, but that wasn't, he wasn't the leader of it. He was just in it. Was he even in that? I think he was. I think he was in that, but I don't think he's ever had his own crew to like have command over. All right, Sheamus is here. They're giving us a replay of last Friday when, man, Chad Gable just blasted Matt Riddle right into the apron.
Via disqualification. That angered Sheamus. And Sheamus would turn his wrath to Shorty G with not one, but two bro kicks.
Never knew Brock lost to Mr. Perfect back in the day, did he?
Flattening Shorty G.
What? Heartbreak, what's up, Heartbreak Beats?
7 days later, the Celtic Warriors still furious.
Dang. Nation was Barrett. Okay. Oh, Shorty G's got a new theme song. Let me hear some more of this.
Well, here is Shorty G, who has had a change in attitude as of late.
Kind of sounds like a Sonic the Hedgehog song or something. Dang, we're back to Chad Gable versus Sheamus. We've come full circle, guys. All right. Let's see if Chad has learned anything in the months that he's had to think about the last beating he took from Sheamus.
Break the slump rather quickly.
All right, who do you guys think is winning this? Do you think that Chad Gable will be able to pull off the
series of brutal elbows and
never before thought of, or Rusev, Sheamus, and the other two? Yeah, okay. Yeah, I think he's losing it. Sheamus to kill Shorty G.
He feels like he's been disrespected.
Sheamus. Everyone's like, oh, Sheamus. We were up to Shorty G is going to win. Okay. He did get a new theme song.
Easy way to get rid of that.
He had the United Kingdom in WWE 12 or 13. The United Kingdom.
That easy, Cole.
League of Nations didn't work. Yeah, that was
stringing together victories, winning consistently.
That was like the last time that I think that the Shield was anything. I really think after that, it just showed so much that they were just making people for them to beat up. Like, dang, who's the Shield gonna beat up now? Why do they still exist? Let's put together a team of just a bunch of people not from the United States.
Oh, and look at these nasty crossfaces.
Have the Shield beat them up for 6 months.
By Shorty G as he rides Sheamus here, and it's not often that
you see the
Celtic Warrior.
Hey, at least both of these guys are good. Could be much worse, you know.
All along that he believes people have forgotten everything that he has accomplished so far.
Much worse. It could be the fifth time we see some wacky wrestlers go at it. Alberto Del Rio, yeah. Is Sheamus turning face or no? I'm confused. I don't know. I don't think it's that. I don't think it's that cut and dry with him.
It's cheaper than rhinoplasty.
The Irish curse backbreaker. Knee planted in the spine.
Hey, thank you guys for the thumbs up on the
Sheamus
YouTube,
again
by the
with
way.
another knee.
They should have made the heel, Shield heel, though. They kind of were for a little bit.
Sheamus has slowed down the pace.
But, like,
Almost
a long time before that.
This juncture of the matchup, but Shorty's still in this fight.
Yeah, tremendous amount of heart, tremendous fight, but
That's a Roman and
Sheamus
Dean
maybe
were a
just
tag
too
team.
big and too
Sheamus was a
physical
tweener
for
right now.
Shorty G.
Oh boy.
Oh! Rolling capo kick connects.
It all blends together to me. I don't remember if they were completely together or not. But they just drove the Shield into the ground for me, man. I was by the time they had their the final tour of the Shield, I was like, oh my god, is it over with yet?
Look at this once more, the athleticism of Shorty G.
You got three guys who've literally been world champion, and you got them tag teaming against just people who will never touch, or who have never touched it. You think that The Miz is the leader of Retribution? No. No way.
Sheamus reverses the pressure and is able to counter.
Beautiful jackknife pin.
I'd much rather it be Sheamus.
Had him a near fall for Shorty G.
Shorty G's been a dynamo in this matchup.
Oh, white noise.
By Sheamus.
That could be the beginning.
Got Gable getting cracked in half over here.
The former multiple-time world champion, Royal Rumble winner, Mr. Money in the Bank, King of the Ring. Sheamus
Go.
push Shorty G away.
Oh my goodness.
Get
bro kicks out of your life force. It's over, dude. Well, that's done. Sheamus picking up a lot of wins over Chad Gable. He's seen enough. I've seen enough too. They should have a match. They should have one more match at SummerSlam. Sheamus versus Chad Gable in a we'll never fight each other again match, no matter who wins. And make it so like it's for Chad Gable to never fight Baron Corbin ever again either. Make it so Chad Gable is not allowed to face Sheamus or Baron Corbin ever again. For life. Like even in other companies. Like make it so it works in like New Japan or AEW, so no matter where they go, they'll never fight again.
The phenomenal
AJ's here.
Intercontinental champion is tired of defending against who he considers unworthy challengers. So we will have the debut of the phenomenal Intercontinental Statistics System. Whatever it is, we'll see it next.
The phenomenal Intercontinental Statistics System. Ah, man. Does that spell something? It almost spells fist. Make it so Chad is never able to appear on TV again. A Chad's career match. But the thing is, like, it is that way no matter if he wins or loses. He's good though. Oh, make it so he can't appear on TV again until he brings what's his name with him? Jason Jordan. Make it so he could never appear on TV until he successfully heals Jason Jordan and brings him back to wrestling. And then they can only appear together as a tag team. Oh my goodness, dude. Jason Jordan. Wow, Abyss is in WWE? What? Who wears Abyss? I don't see no Abyss. Oh my goodness. I can't wait to see what they do with this statistics challenge. Are they gonna finally start talking some trash about AEW here? They're gonna start making it so that the number 5 challenger gets the title shot. Do it, yeah, please, Jason Jordan. My man, shucky ducky quack quack. Oh man, gosh, what would I do with Chad? He's another one of those guys who didn't get enough time to bake in NXT. He's got some personality. I don't think it's his fault. It's like they don't care about him or something. Matt Riddle has beef with Corbin. Sheamus has beef with Corbin too, because of Gable. Yeah. It's a commercial break right now, guys. What would I do with Chad Gable? They messed up when they didn't let him win that triple threat, or that was a fatal 5-way or fatal 4-way or something, with him, Gran Metalik, Lince Dorado. There was like one other person in that match or two. Drew Gulak. Was Drew in it? I think Drew was in it. They messed up there. That could have been something really good for him. I think that kind of would have turned around the whole thought of Chad Gable right now. They gave it to Gran Metalik. Like, what was the thinking there? Yeah, that's Shorty. That's why I don't call him that. I try not to. I legitimately try not to call him that because it's just wacky to me. It's undermining. Forgive the pun. I really wish they would have just gave him that win and let him fight AJ for the Intercontinental title. I don't want AJ to lose it, but I think that would have been much more understandable. And then they could have made it so that like Corbin tried to help him or something, because he wants the Intercontinental title. I don't know. The Phenomenal. I love those graphics they do, the augmented reality stuff. AJ Styles, nice, dude. I didn't think we were getting him tonight. Here he is. Oh, yeah.
Presented by Progressive.
Nope, they don't want none. Yo, BigfalconTink is sustained thunderstorms over here, making it rain, dude. Thank you so much. Big Falcon bits. Thank you. 10 bits. The Phenomenal. Oh, he's got a TV. Is it a TV? Is it a blackboard? Looks like a TV. If I were to book it, I'd make tag team match Chad with Corbin versus Sheamus with Riddle. You think Sheamus and Riddle would team together? I mean, they would if they had to, I guess.
You know, there's a lot going on in the WWE right now, and nobody really cares about these hooligans tearing up this ring and trying to destroy it. We have more pressing matters, if you will. Like, who's going to face the Phenomenal AJ Styles for the Intercontinental Championship? Who wants to know? Well, the truth is, it doesn't really matter, and it shouldn't, but because of Daniel Bryan saying the Intercontinental Champion has to be a fighting champion. Well, have I not been that? I mean, I beat his coach. Drew Gulak beat him. Matt Riddle beat him. Gran Metalik beat him.
I love how he talks.
No, I just want to enjoy this, guys. I want to enjoy
Daniel Bryan. Yeah, you didn't know there's a Daniel Bryan now? He's a mixture of one of the best basketball players and one of the best wrestlers.
Stream at twitch.tv/StylesClash and enjoy the moment.
Plug in his Twitch channel.
So many people just like you, I'm sure you're on my Twitch stream, you see it. All right, they're like a bunch of nerds throwing out statistics. Like, I need to hear that. Are you who's going to be your next opponent? Hey, statistically, I think you should face this guy because, well, he hasn't won a lot of matches, but he'd be your toughest opponent. Like, what do you know about statistics? And then it dawned on me. It dawned on me that when I'm watching baseball, I'm looking at batting average. Well, football, I'm looking at 40s. I'm looking at statistics. Then I realized that I'm a handsome stud of a nerd myself because I care about statistics. So it's as easy as this. Shut up.
Nerd. He's like, don't say that. That reminds me of my friends that no longer work here.
Then I have hired a team. The phenomenal.
He plugged his stream in here.
Intercontinental Statistic System.
Yay!
PISS.
Uh-oh.
It's a work in progress. It's a work in progress.
No.
Okay?
Yeah, don't call it that.
Shut up.
That is not a good
Anyway,
name.
Listen, that doesn't mean I'm just going to hand out, well, that's not what I do. I don't hand out anything. In fact, you're going to have to earn this on merit and merit alone. So, since we're going by statistics, how about we
The Rock
see
beat
who's
him
number
easily,
one?
but whatever. The Rock beat who easily?
Here we go. Number one, the Intercontinental Champion, the phenomenal AJ Styles, of
Yay! Okay, so he unveils the first part of the plan, and it's that he is the champion. I like that. That's a good place
Let's
to start.
see who's number two, why don't we? Oh, let me go. Well, let's see who's number 3, 4, and 5. How about that?
Oh, The Rock?
Well, let me see that little Joseph Hart. Thank you,
Oh,
sir.
you think The Rock would beat AJ?
Let's see who's on the board.
Not in a straight up wrestling match. Nobody. Yeah, I like the system. Just let AJ have it forever. It's statistical. Nobody.
Has earned the right to be in the ring with a phenomenal AJ.
There you go. It's a blank board. Nobody.
No one has earned it.
Yes,
But
thank
here's
you.
the truth.
Thank you, AJ. Say it like it is.
If you work hard, real hard, really hard, then one day you can make it on this board and you can face the phenomenal AJ Styles for the Intercontinental Championship. But
Oh my
I
goodness.
still don't understand the purpose of that bozo in the
Yo,
ring.
what is going on? Jeff Hardy's here? Is Jeff Hardy the next contender? His name was not on the board, so I don't think this could happen. I saw the board. I was looking right at it. I didn't see Jeff Hardy on this board. I'm gonna say that this is probably not legal under the PISS system. I don't think that can happen, Jeff. Jeff was not paying attention.
Tournament you
But he's
won
got a
for
mic.
that title. I didn't get my fair chance. Sheamus set me up. I was robbed of my opportunity.
That's true, he was robbed.
But I'm not one to dwell on the past, but it could have been me against you in those finals. But it wasn't. It's over. Moving on. That title is very special to me. It was the first championship I won on my own many moons ago. And I was standing on my own 2 feet back then, just like I'm standing on my own 2 feet right now after conquering my demons once more. So AJ, I know my self-worth. I know what I've accomplished.
Is anything going to come
And
of
I
his
know
little
as a member of
transformation
the
he did in the
WWE
bar match,
universe
or
that
no?
AJ Styles versus Jeff Hardy just sounds mega cool.
Brother Nero's at my house, Paige.
There we go. I like it. So I'm out here asking you, man to man, for a chance to take you on for that fresh, new Intercontinental Championship.
statistics aside, I respect you, Jeff. Always have. I've known you for a very long time. You've always been good to me. I admire everything you've went through and where you're coming from. I get it, man. And I'm not gonna lie, there's a lot of people that would love to see you and I in a WWE ring together.
Oh yeah, dude.
You
Heck yeah.
were part of the best
He deleted. Brother Nero
in WWE
deleted.
history. There's no doubt about that. Nobody can question that.
Deleted all the other statistics with the power and the power rankings. Oh my goodness. That's what he did.
You deserve to be on that board. So if you're asking, do I want to face Jeff Hardy in this ring for the Intercontinental Championship, I say, hell no!
I say, Cameron Grimes.
What do you think this is?
Going straight to the moon.
You haven't earned the right to be in this board. And Jeff, I know what you've been through. I get it, man. But this ain't no pity party.
Dude, Cameron Grimes and AJ Styles would be a great little tag team for a second. Oh, what did he beat up the other guy for? Twist of fate.
Styles versus Hardy would have been mega cool, but not under these
Why did Jeff Hardy smash the other guy?
For the PISS system. Jeff Hardy is putting his name on the board. Jeff Hardy wants an opportunity at the Intercontinental Championship.
On what planet is this conduct becoming of a champion or a championship contender?
Why did he smash the other dude?
You were better than this.
I thought AJ Styles.
Jeff Hardy, that was uncalled for. He wrote his name on the board real big too. He smashes AJ in the face and then he beat up the other guy too with the suit. You guys are saying that's Abyss? Man, I can see why Abyss is always like in that other gear. He looks real basic right now. AJ Styles versus Cameron Grimes. Cameron Grimes. I gotta say it like that every time I see it. A monstrous confrontation tonight. Braun Strowman versus the Fiend. And Big E versus John Morrison. It's still on. No, I want to see AJ Styles and Cameron Grimes as a tag team. I think they'd go together so well. We're backstage with Cesaro.
We're the greatest champions.
And Shinsuke.
And Lucha House Party, they can't do anything about it. I mean, you Metalik tonight?
Yep.
What do you...
Nothing problem.
How do you say
Not a problem.
In, Japanese?
Guys, turn around, guys.
Chibi Metalik, right?
Chibi Metalik.
Lucha House Party's stealing the titles.
Thievery. Thievery. Lucha House Party just stole the tag team titles and ran off, and then they went straight to commercial. Thievery. The Lucha Larsons. It actually became Lucha Larsons. Remember when I was calling the kidnappers on NXT the Lucha Larsons, the masked luchas that are stealing people? Did we ever find out what was up with that? I want to hit the 2013 gimmick. Is that the 5 count? I don't remember years like that. It's just something I've always had. That's why I sucked at history class. Drew versus Orton. Jeff versus Styles. Heck yeah, dude. I mean, come on. The Lucha Larsons. How they taking any lessons? Lie, cheat, and steal. That is a stereotype. It is, but like when WWE does it, it just becomes. It's like Street Fighter. It's like Street Fighter characters. It's only racist if you think about it. Hey, thank you guys so much for the thumbs up on the YouTube video. If you guys, it's commercial break right now, so if you have a few seconds on your hands, if you could help me out by giving a thumbs up on the YouTube, guys, I would very much appreciate it. I hear it helps. I don't know if that's true or not, but I have noticed more people have been finding my YouTube channel recently than normal, so maybe it is working. They're borrowing the titles, so we don't have to deal with AJ showing us their no other Royal Rumble entrant in this Oh my goodness. My goodness, man. We're gonna see. I really don't know what I'm not seeing coming. It's really bugging me, man. I have a little more than a week to figure it out. I got to figure out what I'd never see coming. Actually, I'm digging this this Jeff Hardy right now. I wonder if this. I wonder if his transformation that he did is going to come up again, though. Grady, who faces Sasha Banks? Asuka. Asuka is facing both Sasha and Bayley at SummerSlam. She won tonight. She won the Battle Royale tonight, so she is, in fact, pulling double duty on SummerSlam evening.
Ah, at last.
Yo, it's
a host.
Camera Grass! Yo, Cameron, thank you for the host. No, Dudley, the name thing isn't there. All right, I'll do the name thing. All right. I am your host with the most, Gritty B Urban. The B stands for B Urban. That's what it stands for, broadcaster. And we have Dudley Bazzers. Dudley Bazzers, Dudley. Yes, Dudley. Dudley's so hype. What does it say? It's intergalactic bacon. Look, it doesn't say the spear thing, so you can't spear me. He's still hype. Oh, AJ's backstage.
I'm going to show you and everyone else what happens when you mess with AJ Styles. You get erased.
You get erased. You get erased. He tried to erase Jeff Hardy, but he put it in permanent ink.
Permanent marker? I'm sorry. Come on.
Sorry. So wait, is that really Abyss? Dude, I just saw Abyss in TNA, or in Impact, 2 weeks ago. Did his contract run out? What happened? Is that really Abyss? He's huge, man. Dang it, AJ. Okay, Dudley. Thanks for hanging out. Dudley says bye. Wait, they won the title. No, they didn't win the title. They stole the titles. They snuck backstage while Cesaro and Shinsuke were talking about their match tonight, and they stole the titles. They didn't lie. They didn't cheat, but they did steal. Oh, my goodness. All right, so I think it's Lince Dorado versus Shinsuke Nakamura, man. This might be the biggest match of Lince's life right here. I don't know what Lince was up to before the WWE, but I'm pretty sure this is going to be the biggest match of his life. Freaking Shinsuke Nakamura, one of the kings of the Tokyo Dome, one of the kings of wrestling, period. I will say, with them having the titles, it does make Shinsuke and Cesaro seem like a bigger deal. Sometimes the title can help you out.
Order has been restored.
The Lucha House Party are nothing more than a couple of Spanish flies. And I'm not talking about the cool move.
I'm not talking about the cool move. There are a couple of Spanish flies. Okay, Cesaro. You made me laugh. Yeah, it looks like AJ has a manager, and it's Abyss.
So Grand Metalik goes one-on-one with Nakamura. So let me ask you a question about the mind games by Lucha House Party. Good or bad?
What the heck, man? So I don't understand. I just saw Abyss 2 weeks ago in Impact.
And they're veterans, Cesaro and Nakamura, and you're not going to get in their head that easily. And you see in the background, Cesaro now with the tag team titles back.
AEW's on Saturday. Yeah, it is. The same day as NXT TakeOver 30. It's going to be a tough day, man. It's going to be a tough day to figure out what to look at. But TakeOver has to take precedence.
And Nakamura delivering a knee right to the throat. Here's the cover now on Metalik. Shoulders are down and a kick out. What do you think about the
Cheesecake
reign
looking to
thus
take
far
out
of
Lindsay.
Nakamura and Cesaro?
Abyss retired and
We are
joined
in the
WWE
infancy
Backstage.
of one of the greatest tag team title reigns
So they
Friday
just
Night
allow
SmackDown
him to go
has
like
ever
do
seen.
stuff for
Cesaro
Impact.
and Nakamura,
He was
two
just on the
world-class
little like
competitors, global superstars, bringing
Wrestle
their
House
best
thing.
each and every week.
Ladies
How
and
long
gentlemen,
ago did he
of
join
course,
the
we're
WWE?
at the
Because
WWE
he
Performance
must
Center
have like
in
a pretty cool
Orlando, Florida
contract.
tonight, but rumors are, Corey, we won't be here next week. We're going to be in
Of
a
course
new
you are,
location,
Michael.
and we're going to be live, and we understand the WWE Universe is going to play a huge role.
Why would you watch a once in a lifetime pay-per-view over a weekly show?
Another level against Nakamura. What a performance by Metalik a couple of weeks ago, and a championship match for the Intercontinental title against AJ Styles. Nakamura, though, stops Metalik in his tracks.
Oh yeah, he merges starting next week as well.
Shinsuke Nakamura reminding Metalik why he is one of the
Charlotte
most
Flair in
feared
NXT?
strikers
Charlotte
in
Flair is
all
like
of
wherever
sports
she wants to go.
entertainment. Lethal precision on these kicks.
I love this combination of Cesaro and Nakamura. And Corey, we talked about it for months.
Don't change your
Yeah,
tune,
I'm sorry, but takeovers. What do they happen like 3 times a year or
Don't jump on
something?
the bandwagon now because there ain't no room.
And none of them are bad. Like they've never had a bad takeover. The worst that they've had is like a lukewarm pay-per-view. Like that's like the worst they've ever done with a takeover.
Pick up wins. They came so close on so many occasions, Corey, and finally got the job done against New Day. Hey, you doubted them for a bit too, so don't just be calling me out.
Never once in my life have I doubted.
But we figured out. I guess we figured out that they're going to be on it pretty much the same time as well. So that's going to be so tough, man. Four times a year. Yeah, 4 times a year. You got something that comes around every 120 days. You're going to watch something that comes around every 7 days over that.
All-time nicknames, I think, in WWE. Grand Metalik's King.
How's it a once-in-a-lifetime pay-per-view? Because it's the first time we're seeing Killer Cross in a main event type of situation in NXT ring. We're the first time we're seeing Keith Lee in a single title defense. It's the first time seeing Io Shirai and Dakota Kai going for the title. It's the culmination of many different feuds that they're doing. Who knows who else they're going to put on the fight card either. We're seeing an incredible amount of talent in a North American title race that most likely is going to have most likely going to have some of the best talent. On top of that, you got wait, what's this? Kalisto's back? Kalisto's back. Yo, Kalisto. Man, his shoulder must have been all the way separated. Kalisto.
Physique of Kalisto, obviously in tremendous physical condition, and hasn't missed a
No, get
step.
caught.
And look at the double team.
Oh my goodness, Cesaro gets tornado DDT, dude. Kalisto looks so boost.
Tag team partner.
What is
Metalik
this about?
all the way up top now.
And Metalik off the top rope delivers the elbow.
That's cheating.
Nakamura stacks him up, shoulders are down. Grand Metalik has pinned Shinsuke Nakamura.
It was Grand Metalik the whole time? I thought it was Lindsay. Oops. Dude, I thought it was Lindsay the whole time. Dang, welcome back, Kalisto. His shoulder must have been separated from his body with how long he was out. He looks like $1,000,000, man. You see how boof he is? Kalisto came back like he was just in the gym the whole time. I almost thought he was somebody else. Kalisto came back like he was lifting the whole gym while he was gone. Yo, Cameron, have you been hanging out with Kalisto, showing him how to lift? I thought you said Wednesday. Wednesday normally is AEW, but AEW has to move days because of the NBA. So they're moving to Saturday next week. So they're going to be on the same day as TakeOver. Dude, he looks Samurai Del Sol boof. Yo, he looked good, man. He looks like a legit threat. Man, that would have been such a cool return for SummerSlam, though. Maybe that's what they're gonna do. And we're going to commercial. Yo, what a pleasant surprise. I'm actually hype about that. I've been asking about him recently. Like, where the heck is this guy? What happened to him? I get low ratings. There's a historic UFC this Saturday. What's historic about the UFC? And what time is it? Normally UFC's like the main event doesn't start until like 10 p.m. at night and stuff. So I don't think it's gonna affect. I don't think it's gonna affect the wrestling too much. Normally what happens is Takeover is in and out in like 3 hours. It's one of the most like time friendly pay-per-views to watch as well. It's like there, it's gone. It's boom, you saw it or you didn't. I don't think it's even going to overlap UFC at all. You know how UFC is, like they have like the prelims, like the D limbs, the G limbs, the A limbs, then the actual pre-card, fight card, then the actual main event card, like. And all that stuff is just going to happen during TakeOver, leading up to the card where people start actually watching it. Cormier's last fight. Well, yeah, so it's probably going to happen at like 10 p.m. So it's not gonna overlap any of the wrestling. I don't think it's going to affect AEW or NXT at all. In my experience, UFC runs late. Yep, Alexa is getting mic'd up. Dude, what a nice return. Kalisto is back and he looks like $1 million. Dude, if you're gonna come back, that's how you need to look. Remember when Dean came back all buff like that? I got so hyped, man. That reaction is still on YouTube right now. The return of Dean Ambrose. I didn't know I could get so hype about Dean Ambrose. He came back and he was just looking like $1 trillion, and I just lost my mind. I'm so glad, like the Goldberg squashing Brock reaction is still on YouTube. The Jeff Hardy and Matt Hardy return at WrestleMania is still on YouTube. My reaction to that. My reaction to oh gosh, what else? What else happened? I kind of like my reaction to the to finding out what was inside of Eric Rowan's little spider cage. Unhinged, yeah, dude. Unhinged, the movie about Jon Moxley. I made that joke last night on the Nitty Gritty. We saw that trailer last night on the Nitty Gritty. It was pretty awesome. I have a horse on his shirt. Who has a horse on their shirt?
Matt, the acts of this group that calls themselves Retribution have caused a lot of turmoil here in WWE in the last several weeks. But I wanted to get your thoughts on another person who's been wreaking havoc on you in particular, and that's King Corbin. But how do you maintain such a positive attitude despite there being a king's ransom for anyone who will take you out?
Yeah, I love that. That Unhinged movie, dude. Elijah, you got to come over on Thursdays, man, on my Twitch channel.
Bro, no one likes a bounty on their head. It's pretty harsh. And I'm a laid-back guy, so it's kind of annoying having to keep my head on a swivel. But, you know, I have all these guys come from all angles, but it's cool. It's cool. Because I came here to SmackDown, to bro down and throw down. And I'm here to compete. I want to compete. On the other hand, King Corbin, guy walks around calling himself a king. But as far as I can tell, the guy's just a royal pain. I've called him out. I've tried to fight him. I even cost him his match last week against Sheamus.
Bro.
Honestly, I don't know what I'm supposed to do, but I'll try.
Uh-oh.
Look, Matt.
Chad Gable's here.
I have to explain myself.
Yo, he blasted
him last week. I got way
week.
too caught up in all this King's ransom stuff, all right? But look, I have a family, okay? And money like that goes a long way. You understand that, all right? But that does not justify what I did. Intentionally trying to injure another superstar it's not me. I'm sick about it. I'm embarrassed. Okay, and that's why I'm here. I'm here man to man, face to face, to apologize.
Dang, really?
I'm sorry.
Oh, he's giving him the bro fist?
It's all good, bro.
It's all good, bro.
I get it. But hey, if you ever want to go, just give me a heads up because the bro is down for a fight. Sweet. Hey, I want to ask you a question. How do you?
Oh goodness! What the heck did this?
So much
Oh,
for keeping your head on a swivel, huh?
Baron Corbin from
This is
behind
my kingdom.
destroys Matt Riddle.
Don't you forget it. Thanks for the help. I always knew you'd amount to something great, Chad.
He didn't do that on purpose. Chad didn't do that on purpose. Oh, Matt Riddle gets his neck cracked from behind.
Don't you just love it when a plan comes together? Corbin and Shorty
That was
G
not a
played Matt
plan.
Riddle like
Corey
a
Graves,
puppet.
no.
Well, speaking of puppets, Alexa Bliss has been a puppet in this game between the monster Braun Strowman
Dude,
and the Fiend.
I saw the wackest
right now,
rumor
let's take
today.
you to a special interview with Alexa
I
Bliss.
saw the wackest rumor today. I wasn't trying to
Alexa,
see it.
after the last few weeks you've
I
had,
saw the
how do you
rumor
feel?
that Corey Graves got released.
I've been better, for sure.
I was
Can
like,
you tell
all right,
us
dude.
about your kind of history and relationship with Braun Strowman?
I'm gonna have to turn this up.
You know, when you first meet Braun, he can be intimidating. But I got to know the man behind the monster.
You don't scare me, big boy.
It's Team Little Big, and you're gonna get these hands.
Oh, they're showing
We get
the
along professionally, and if I do
showing
say
all the
personally,
mixed match challenge stuff. I wonder if they're gonna do that again ever again.
Work as one. For now, she's the only friend I got.
He's
She
awesome.
did get. She
He's
got
a
kidnapped,
good
but he let her
man.
go.
He's
And I
funny.
think the reason why he let her go is
He's
because
witty.
Use your knees. Lift with your knees, not your back.
He's protective. He's compassionate. He's that guy that we get along so well with. We call each other
oh,
on our
Ben
back.
Smith is the new big dog.
We can be
Yo,
fun
Ben
with each other,
Smith.
and we became best friends.
They're showing the mixed match challenge stuff. I wonder if they're ever gonna do that again.
Did you ever think it would become more than a friendship?
Like romantically?
Maybe.
Maybe that's the whole you'll never see it coming. Yeah, maybe.
I mean, maybe.
Oh,
You know,
maybe.
Braun cared about me, and I cared about him a lot.
Do you think that's why the Fiend targeted you?
Dude. Maybe she's gonna double cross Braun. Ooh.
He knows Braun cares about you.
That I
She's
don't
free
know.
because
That's-
Braun said he doesn't
that's a
care
question
about
for the
her,
Fiend.
so why would the Fiend keep her? He's just trying to get in Braun's head.
You've been around the Fiend and
He
you
doesn't
lived the
care
jail
about
tale.
Alexa.
What's it like being
He cares
in his
about
presence?
Braun, you know?
It's scary and terrifying, and also
Corey Graves, yeah, Corey
compelling.
Graves got released. people just
And
need to make
once-
news, man.
once you've interacted with him, it's almost like you can just feel his presence. And I honestly can say for the first time in my life, I understand what they say when they say a moth to a flame.
Oh.
Now, last week we saw Braun Strowman make some very strong comments about you.
Hey, Bray, you sadistic bastard. Did you really think playing with my emotions would work? I don't give a damn about Alexa. All I care about is destroying you. I am the thing that nightmares are made of. I am the monster.
I love that camera work where they faded between the two of them. They faded between Braun and the Fiend. I love that. That was like that NXT level of production right there. Is it crazy to say that? NXT level production. And it be a good thing. Dang.
This Monday, an unspeakable assault leads to a legendary arrival. When the Heartbreak
What?
Kid
Shawn Michaels?
returns to Monday Night Raw to address Randy Orton's merciless
Oh
attack
gosh.
on the Nature Boy Ric Flair.
Yo, is Randy gonna destroy Shawn Michaels next? Holy crepes, dude. I'm just trying to predict this, like what I would not see coming type of stuff, and I think, okay, what I would not see coming, even though I'm saying it now, I still wouldn't believe it until it really happened. Is Ric Flair, that punt kick, the reason the lights went out is because he didn't really get kicked. He didn't really get kicked. He was just trying to disarm Drew McIntyre and make Drew think that Randy is completely alone, so that Drew believes that he has the upper hand in this battle, and then the dirtiest player in the game and Randy came up with a plan behind the scenes to fake a punt kick to the head of Rick, so that Drew is just like, yeah, I got this, man. Randy don't even have his insurance policy. He doesn't even have the dirtiest player in the game. And then at SummerSlam, Ric Flair shows up and actually costs Drew the title. I wouldn't see that coming. I'm saying it, but I don't believe it. So that's why I'm saying I wouldn't see it coming. You know, there's things that you could feasibly see, but you don't believe it's going to happen. That's what I'm talking about here. I also could feasibly see it, but I don't think it's going to happen. But Asuka winning both titles and becoming Asuka 2 belts, I don't think it's going to happen, but it's a possibility. Alexa turning on Braun and costing Braun the title, I don't know. Otis cashing in on anything is something that I don't believe. I'll never see Otis cashing in. Honestly, that's what I'll never see coming, is Otis even realizing how to cash in. What else? Maybe Kalisto and Grand Metalik winning the tag titles off of Shinsuke and Cesaro. I do not want that to happen at all. That's a pre-show match right now. Unless they do something crazy next week on SmackDown. I mean, but that's the point of this. That's the point of talking about this. What do you guys never see coming? What's your craziest theory right now? I got to know, what's your craziest theory? One little theory of what could be the craziest outcome. The craziest, you'll never see it coming type of moment for SummerSlam. Let me hear what you guys are thinking about. Those are a couple of mine.
To know my hand is touching your hand for this
gathering
of the biggest body of people in this country, in this universe.
Why would Rock be managing Drew? He is in the storyline. What are you talking about? Ric Flair was in the storyline, and Drew actually came out to rescue Rick when he got jumped last week by Randy. Did you see Raw? Ric Flair has been part of the storyline since it started. Rick has been accompanying Randy to the ring and been backstage with Randy in several segments as his managerial type dude. He's definitely part of the storyline at this point, especially since Drew came to his aid. Drew's the guy who pretty much got Randy off of Ric Flair this week when he got attacked by Randy. Next week, Intercontinental Championship match. Oh, really?
Friday Night SmackDown Live.
AJ versus Jeff has been signed. It is happening next week.
I gotta say, Mandy, I'm a little surprised by your challenge. I mean, who knew all it would take is a little haircut to get some aggression out of you? So I thought about it, and I thought about it, and I think...
Sonya Deville, by the way.
I think you're gonna look great bald. I'm sorry. Let me...
That could help, dude. If Rick was managing Drew, that could be pretty cool.
You may think you got over your little insecurities. You may say you're so sick of hearing people say the same thing about you your entire life over and over again. But did it ever occur to you, did you ever think that maybe the reason why they say that is because it's true? Well, I'm going to make sure that you know that it's true. Because I'm going to destroy you once and for all. So challenge accepted. You versus me, hair versus hair at SummerSlam. See you soon, Baldy.
We are back on Friday Night SmackDown. This matchup was supposed to...
Dude, I'll tell you one thing. Sonya would definitely looked better than Mandy without the hair. I'm picturing both of them, and just the whole jawline of Mandy. Man, bald Mandy would be.
But you got to talk about John Morrison.
Not the business.
He's a master of all the arts. Karate, Krav Maga.
Bald Sonya would be all right.
John Morrison's good at it. He's even a good painter.
I think she'd be able to rock it. I can see it. You know, like I could see it.
Tonight. Of course, because he's smart. If you want to talk about what happened just moments ago, Sonya Deville has apparently accepted the hair.
All right. So what is you guys' craziest, you'll never see it coming type moment that SummerSlam could produce?
Is when she says she's going to do something, she actually does it. She said she was going to beat Mandy Rose.
I don't want a girl to be bald. Yeah, but if one of them was going to be bald, who would it be, you know?
It's going to be
kind of wish they kept Daddy DeVille and Dolph together. Yeah, dude, it was working. I liked it. I liked it a lot. Dolph still costing Drew the title. Oh, that's your never see it coming? I want to know, okay. Put the never see it coming, put like hashtag never see it coming. That way I know if you guys are giving me a theory. Never see it coming. NSIC, it's almost like NCIS. Put that and then tell me what you're trying to say. That way I know when I'm looking at somebody's theory, because people are talking about a whole bunch of different stuff.
Retribution. You don't sit there and shake the cradle of someone that you don't know anything about. And here's John
NSIC.
Morrison.
Oh, Morrison. Beautiful go behind by Morrison.
So, Miz, what do you think about Big E now being a singles competitor with Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston?
Bald Mandy and bald Sonya. Takeover going to be on WWE Network. Yeah. Yep. All takeovers and pay-per-views are on the WWE Network. It'll be on next Saturday. Not tomorrow, but the Saturday after that. Yeah, Sonya's mic skills are so good, man. She's impressive as heck. Dolph still costing Drew the title. Okay. I was thinking that's what your never see it coming thing is. That would be crazy. But why would he do that? Well, maybe he feels like he's got a better chance against Randy.
Mandy's hair. We made hair interesting. We made it trend worldwide. Not only that,
never see it coming. Ric Flair low blows Randy and cost Randy the title. Oh, dude, that'd be crazy too.
You can have Mandy's hair if you want. That's how popular.
Brock taking the title from Braun. Oh my God. Brock returns. Oh goodness, Big E with the splash on the apron, cracking the ribs of Morrison. There's no way Big E is losing this match. That's why I'm not even asking.
Look, I told you, there's no denying his talent. He just needs his boys, Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods.
Finn ever going to be the Demon again?
They were supporting. Whoa, you all right? Come on, Johnny. Come on, Johnny. You got this.
Maybe like way down the line, man.
Big E's losing his eye.
Oh goodness! Shot block.
Distracting Big E and Morrison. Took advantage. That's what friends are for.
How is that not interference, ref? He had the mic cord like wrapped around his leg, kinda. This ref is being very lenient. If this was any other day, that would have been a utter disqualification. Remember when they threw out the match because somebody who wasn't even in the match got attacked last week?
All Miz was trying to do was get out of harm's way.
Let's see.
Big E was pursuing him like a shark in the
Brock
water.
taking the title from Braun. That would be crazy. Mickey James retiring without announcing it beforehand. Why would they have put her on Raw if that was going to happen? Drywall. Now that would definitely be never see it coming. Brock destroying both Drew and Randy. Oh, goodness. After all the work they've done. Oh, wait a minute. Otis is here. Otis doing here.
I can't help that you've been handed everything. You didn't even deserve that Money in the Bank contract. Oh, you deserve the Money in the Bank contract. You fell in your hands. You don't know the first thing of what it takes to be.
Oh, God. The lights are going out.
Get me the hell out of here. It's got to be Retribution.
Get me out of here.
Security.
People used to care.
Get me out of here.
Just for a blurry.
Oh my goodness, dude! SmackDown. I mean, you can say what you want about the WWE, but they got some things going on, man. This is nonstop. Like, what the heck's going on? This is some fast-paced, what the heck type of food right now. Let's see. Here we go. Here we go. What else? Brock destroying both Drew and Randy. Otis is going to hang on to the briefcase till Mania, so then he could at least say he had a championship match at WrestleMania. Jeff Jarrett, that's a pretty good idea, actually. But he's already, like, fading so far back into, like, the obscurity zone that I don't know if that's a good idea for his career. It's kind of like a wasted year for him. He was so hot, you know. He was so accepted by the crowd, by the universe, and now that's like fallen off. So, do you sacrifice that to just give him like one big moment at WrestleMania, or do you utilize him a little bit more and have him cash in before that? Impact has been good, man. Impact has been turning in a pretty okay product recently. I would say that their average show would be something like a 7.5 out of 10, something like that. They've been good, man. What's been wrong with Impact? They've had less wrestling on the show recently, but you could tell it's because they had such an influx of fans, such an influx of people watching the show that they want to let us know who each wrestler is. You know? It's like they had 1,500 people watching their stream each week. Then as soon as Slammiversary happened, after that they had 4,000, 5,000 people watching. So they more than doubled their viewer base. So they're trying now to do more character-based things so that we learn who their challengers are, who these people are, to get us into their characters before they start hitting us with more and more wrestling. So each week, I have noticed there's been less wrestling on the show, and to some people that could be somewhat of a turnoff because honestly, we like wrestling. But it makes sense why there's less wrestling on the show right now. They're trying to help us to see who these characters are in case we don't know, because they know they just got a bunch of brand new fans off of Slammiversary. It's like Slammiversary for them is what every company should hope for. Like your pay-per-view brings more of a fan base, doubles your fan base, brings new people back to the product, brings new people to your product. So I don't know, man. I think it's been all right. I think it's been good. Never see it coming. Retribution destroying Fiend and Braun? Oh my goodness. Wow. My goodness. Medusa? What are you talking about? I haven't seen no Medusa. Did Big E have a King James interest tonight? He was just hype. He was just really hype. Oh, so all the stars came out to surround the ring in the commercial break.
And there you go again, the lights flickering already tonight. The group known as Retribution.
All the good guy superstars came out here. All the faces are out here defending the ring. Oh, here comes Retribution. Oh, they tore down the WWE sign.
That is Retribution.
Now they're tossing refs. Oh my God. Dude, they just killed a ref. I'm pretty sure that ref is dead. They just tossed a ref through a table and then next to a table on the concrete. Oh my goodness, dude, they got bat shots. Holy moly. Okay, they told them to step it up. These guys are out here destroying everybody. They locked somebody in a bathroom. This guy's gonna have to drink toilet water. That's not the best look. But it's probably the cleanest the toilet has ever been, you know, with the outbreak. This is probably the cleanest that toilet has ever been. So if you had to be locked in there, now's the time. Dude, Retribution is here, and they are destroying everything. Oh, and they crossed out the WWE logo.
None of the superstars, Corey,
spray paint.
around ringside here have any idea what is going on. Guys,
holy moly.
Retribution's not out here. They're destroying the locker room.
I don't know.
They're destroying everything.
Right, what the hell's any of these places supposed to work?
They locked the dude in the bathroom.
Here's the cover again by Morrison.
Oh, Morrison with the pin.
Continues,
Do they know?
Got to let these guys know what's going on.
Retribution in the back. Now, go.
I don't think they know.
Jessica Carr, WWE officials here, finally let everybody know.
Oh, now all the superstars are filing to the back.
Hopefully to do something about this
Even Shinsuke's with them. Wow, I didn't know any of the kind of heelish guys are going back there.
Miz, thanks for going to help everybody out. You're still here at ringside.
The only person I care about is John Morrison and
Good to
myself.
see Shinsuke and Cesaro got their titles back somehow.
I'll let them deal with whatever Retribution is doing. And honestly,
nice
I don't
stuff.
want any part of Retribution right now.
This match right here, this could be just hot fire. Superstars made their way backstage, but all the devastation has been done. All they're doing is, oh, they released the guy from the bathroom. All right, he's going to be all right. Never see it coming. Aleister Black is the leader of Retribution. Oh, now that would be cool.
With a hit and run attack tonight in the locker room area. And now the match continues.
Aleister Black, the leader of Retribution. Now that's a cool one right there.
It's John Morrison and Big E. Miz with us here on commentary.
Goodness gracious, man.
We still don't know anything about their motives. What does this group want? What are they after? What's the end game? What's the goal?
And it keeps getting worse and worse and worse. The damage that's being done.
Oh, dang. That Uranagi folding John Morrison in half on his neck. Little Nate's the ref in charge here. Every time I see Little Nate, I get so happy. He's one of my favorite refs.
Concerned about what? Like the fact that these guys are just
They just wanted to save bathroom guy.
Yeah, it's a little bathroom.
They didn't want him to have to live off of
John Morrison, who's in the ring right now
toilet water.
Very talented person. And then you
Toilet water and I don't know, that puck that they put in some of those urinals smells pretty good. Maybe after a little while of being locked down, you might try to eat that too. Oh, Morrison bridging out of the pin, but straight into the stretch buckler. Oh, that's done. Morrison has to submit. Good stuff. Big E with the win. Stretching Morrison. Big E is looking so good right now. Nah, Jeff, please, no rumors, no spoilers, no dirt sheets. I don't want to know any names. I don't want to know anybody in the in Retribution. I don't want to know anything that they're not showing me on TV. Please, no rumors, no spoilers, no dirt sheets, guys. Oh, Sheamus out of nowhere with a big boot to Big E.
Sheamus and Big E, who had words earlier tonight.
Uh-oh, wait a minute. What's going on? Wait a minute. Yo, Braun is here with the baldest of heads. Sheamus is like, all right, I'm out of here. Holy moly, the baldest of bronze, dude. He already had the hair versus hair match, and he lost in the swamp. Apparently, he lost his hair in the swamp. Braun has the shiniest Mr. Clean head with the beard now. He doesn't have that that top knot type of thing that he had before. It's all gone. He shaved it all off. And Sheamus just tucked tail and ran. He was like, "Nah, I'm good. I'm out. I gotta go." Yeah, it was a pretty good match. It was a little on the short side for what I would expect out of Big E versus Morrison, but they didn't let me down. They showed their stuff. Obviously, they would have a little bit more time on a pay-per-view, or if there was a title on the line, but I didn't dislike the match. I just realized it was TV 14. Yeah, they definitely are stepping up the viciousness. I didn't know the Big Show returned. Yeah, Big Show came back a few weeks ago. Remember he had that storyline with Randy? You didn't see it? He had a storyline with Randy and Christian. That was pretty cool. He got his head kicked off. And now he'll probably come back like nothing happened. He's gonna come back, he's gonna be a heel. Impression of Vince McMahon for Braun to cut his hair. Alright, this is what happened. Alright, who's this Braun guy? And no, it's got to be Triple H, and he's always got to be talking to Triple H. I always picture him talking to Trips. All right, so Triple H is here. Braun comes in the office. Vince is in the office, but he's working out. Vince has got like a turkey sandwich and he's lifting weights. He's like, all right, Trips, who's this Braun guy you're telling me about? Boss, he's right here. Oh, this guy looks good. We should push him. He's the Universal Champion, boss. Ah, what's that? That's that belt. It used to be red and now it's blue. Remember I told you about it? Oh yeah. Okay, yeah, we should put that on him. No, he's got it. He's already the champ. Oh yeah. See, that's what I'm talking about. That's good. Beep. That's good. Beep. Look at him, man. The guy's big. Man, we need to sign this guy. Dude, he's signed. Vince, he's signed. He's our Universal Champion. Oh yeah. All right, yeah. But we should shave his head, make him nice and shiny, like the belt, like the title. All right. Braun, you're gonna have to shave your head. Boss said so. Yeah. All right, get out of my office. Brawny. He reminds me of the Brawny guy.
The WWE Network and
there you go.
SummerSlam, Strowman, the Fiend for the Universal title.
There you go. That's why he shaved his head. He reminded him of the Brawny guy from the paper towels.
They say you'll never see it coming at SummerSlam. Well, Fiend, you know exactly what you're gonna get when it comes to me. I told you that when I came out of that swamp that I was gonna be the most evil son of a bitch that you or anyone on this earth had ever laid eyes on. Fiend, get out here and face your fears. I'm going to rip you limb from limb, and I will eviscerate you. And before you take your last breath, you will look up at me as I consume your entrails.
Whoa, what? Yo, hang on a second. Oh, Alexa's here to... She's mad. It's like, I thought I was important. I thought I was important to you. Dude, what if he choke slams her or something? Wouldn't that would make this feud off the freaking charts. If he choke slams Alexa right now?
Braun, at the risk of making
he
you
looks
angrier,
like a monster, dude.
I think I owe it to us and our friendship to have a conversation.
Conversation about what?
He's not even looking at her.
About you, Braun. This is
not even looking at her.
The Braun I know. Especially last week when you said you didn't give a damn about me. I 100% do not believe that. I mean, we've been friends for years.
The hell we have. You used me as a pawn. You thought you could change me and turn me into something that I'm not. Well, like I said last week, I don't give a damn about you. You think I'm some kind of clown that you could just lead around by my beard, making me sing songs inside of your stupid car?
What are you even doing? What the hell is
yo,
even
hang
going
on a
here,
second.
Braun?
Let me spell
Making me sing songs in your stupid car.
Everyone that comes in contact with the Fiend changes, including you. Now get out of my ring. I want the Fiend.
Yo, this is good.
All right, Braun. Be careful what you wish for, okay?
He's like shaking with anger.
And I guess
this
if I
is
can't
good,
talk
man.
some sense into you, I'll have to slap some sense into you. And my God, would you look at me when I'm talking to you?
He's about to catch the most thunder slap. Here comes a thunder slap. Oh, look at... It didn't even faze him whatsoever. It looked like it looked like a little ant. Oh, he's just smiling about it. Look, he's not even moving. The slaps aren't even moving him. And he's smiling about it. He picks her up. Oh my God, he's gonna running power slammer. Oh my God, I thought he was gonna power slam her. No way. He's military pressing Alexa Bliss. And the lights are going out. Oh my God. They ruined the feud. He said he doesn't care about her. Get all these armchair whack critics out of here. They ruined the feud. He doesn't care about Alexa. It's all over. It's 10 times better than what it was going to be. Him coming to the rescue like some brawny Superman would have been so whack. Oh my God! He really tossed her! Yo, he military press tossed freaking Alexa Bliss 10 feet in the air and she came down into darkness. And now the Fiend is here, but Braun's gone. And he's on the freaking Titantron. Yo, this is how it goes off the air. I didn't even know it was this late. Oh my goodness. He teleported out and Fiend teleported in. Oh, he let him in all right. What the heck? That was just a brilliant, brilliant ending. That's how you end a show. Oh my goodness, dude. Wow. Man, I didn't even realize how late it was in the show. Until I did realize it, and I was like, oh no, it's over. Man, we gotta have a little talk about this. Oh my goodness, I hope you guys are ready. I'm not ready. I'm really just not ready. Let's do it. Dudley. Dudley. It's the intro, man. You're not supposed to get up on the screen during the intro like that. Why are you in the middle of the screen? Dudley. I know people do like you. People do like you. People do want to see. I guess you're right. I guess it's okay. But like you're in the way of the logo and stuff, and I worked hard on that. Dudley's all up in the mix, man. Yeah. People do like you. They were hyped to see you. Dudley, what the heck, man? Alright, let me see. Can I get some background music here? It's a little too loud. Maybe like right there. Can you guys hear this background music? Let me know. Let me know, let me know, let me know, yo. Let me know, let me know. Let me know, let me know. Can you guys hear it? Background music is good? Okay, good. Okay. I thought I heard something, man. Did you guys hear something? I thought I heard something. I don't know, man. What the heck's going on over here? I'm hearing stuff. Either way, alright. If you watched My Childhood is Back. WWF Attitude Era went from I hate these shows, I don't like anything, to like, okay, that was okay, to man, that was epic. Look at that, was hot fire. He went through all the emotions tonight. If you watched SmackDown with me, I want to know what you thought, guys. I want to know what your rating is for it out of 10, okay? It could be a 7.75, it could be a 6.8, it could be a 9 point, not a 9.0. It could be a 8.2, it could be whatever. What did you think of the show out of 10? Out of 10, guys. Put your rating in the chat, and I'm going to be totaling up everybody's ratings, and we're going to be averaging them out to find out if this show did, in fact, scratch the scoreboard. Let's find out. Let's see, let's see. Alright, Ringmaster says 8.3. Ringmaster liked it. I will say this was an eventful show. They did a lot on this show to push stuff into a more like serious nature. I would say that would be the. If I had to subtitle this entire episode of SmackDown, I would say serious. This was the serious SmackDown. Remember they had the Super SmackDown and it was just like a regular episode of SmackDown? I would call this the serious SmackDown. There was a lot of seriousness about this. WWF Attitude Era gave it an 8.0. I like it, I like it. Elijah says 8.0. Daniel Bryan says 8.9. My goodness. Wow. That's pretty high, man. He liked it a lot. I'll allow it, but you're gonna have to tell me what was the moment that got you so close to 9 you could sniff it. 8.1 from Michael. Michael says 8.1. Waleed says 8.0. A lot of over 8s here. Everything over 8 so far.
Oh no. Did your game just get interrupted by an update?
We got to advertise it. Wrestling a 2, promo 5, so 7? Wait, wrestling a 2? Oh, you thought the wrestling sucked? You thought Big E versus Morrison sucked? You thought Gable versus Sheamus sucked? I thought the matches were kind of short. I will give you that. They were kind of short, but I don't know about sucked. I don't know about 2. A 2 out of 10 for the wrestling tonight? That's like amateur hour stuff. But hey, it's up to you, man. It's your rating, not mine. Oaf Boy says 8.9. Dang. Okay, I'm gonna ask you too. I'm gonna allow it to rock, but I gotta ask you, like, what made it so high for you? Because that's literally 1.1 from being the beer truck episode. The it was me, Austin, all along. How was it that close to like perfect episodes? This is my question for anybody giving it like anything close to a 9. What got you there? Because if somebody gave it a 6, I'd be asking them the same question. All right, where did I leave off? Right here. I think one hit is where I left off. Pretty sure, yeah. One hit is where I left off because he's the first one who gave it anything. Yeah, he's the second 8.5. Okay, that's how I know because I only have one 8.5. Okay, 8.5 for one hit. There we go. And then I know Big Red gave it a 7.9, so Big Red is the first one under 8. Which I can respect. Cameron said 8.2. Man, Cameron giving a SmackDown an 8.2. It must have been something fun. 7.7 says Mo. Mo says they didn't do much, but he still liked it. It was still almost a point for him. Empire says 8.5. Dang, dude, we're gonna break 100, aren't we? Yeah, we broke 100. Yeah, we broke 100, guys. Thank you so much. Thanks for giving your ratings. Ryder says 8.0. Oh, that's nice. It's pre-SummerSlam. Get people watch SummerSlam, but it's not even the go home show. They still got another SmackDown before SummerSlam. Yo, when Braun threw Alexa, yeah, that's when my rating went up too. I can't deny it, dude. When he actually tossed her in the air and the lights went out, like, that's one of the most dangerous things ever, because not only is she going 10 feet in the air, now the lights go out, so she's got to, like, think about how high up she is and brace herself for impact and take that impact. In the dark. Think about how hard that is. They say that the worst punches are the ones that you don't see coming. The worst punches, the punches that knock people out, are the ones they don't see. Like, you get cracked by a punch that you can see coming, you can brace for it and kind of lean into it and scrunch up and take the impact. When you don't see it coming, you're just jelly, you know? You've seen it a million times. I'm sure we've all seen it, dude. All of us have watched MMA. All of us have watched UFC. All of us have seen people get straight knocked out for real in real life. The ones that hurt the most are the ones you don't see coming. So Alexa took a spot tonight that was one of the most dangerous spots to take, because she took a spot from 10 feet in the air with the lights out. And she's a perennial injury fest, man. She's always injured. She gets injured with the lights on by people who weigh like a third of Braun's weight. She gets injured with the lights on versus people a third of Braun's weight and not 10 feet in the air. So, like, everything was stacked against her tonight. When I saw that, I was like, they're not playing. They're not playing with this feud. That was freaking awesome and scary as heck. It just put me on the edge of my seat so hard, man. I absolutely loved it, and I was absolutely scared. Heck yeah, dude. Trust me. If you've ever been, if you ever played basketball and you've actually, like, hung on a rim or slam dunked, and then somebody, like, cuts the legs from under you, or you went for a layup and somebody, like, hits you on the bottom, and you do that, like, that weird little flip to the side, and you can't even know when you're gonna hit the ground. It's so scary, and that's not even 10 feet up. That's not even as high as little Alexa was higher than that. Like, that was incredible, man. Like, that was the moment when I was like, okay. Yeah, he really is just, he's something else. I'm just glad Alexa being used for once. Yeah, for real, you know? I'm glad she's in a big time storyline. And she's a side piece to it, but she's actually something that's furthering the storyline too, so it's fun. All right, any other ratings? Nobody could take a bump in real life. Like Rick? Rick who? Oh, Ricochet? Yeah, Ricochet, dude. This dude always looks like he's getting absolutely killed out here, and he's like the least injured one. That's why flexibility matters so much, guys. The people who keep getting injured are the people who, like, lack flexibility a lot of the times. It's different with Alexa because her injuries are more like head and neck. But if you notice, like, the people who get injured knees and ankles and stuff like that they're normally the people who are the least flexible. Being flexible makes a lot of injuries just not happen. The Fiend changed Braun, just like how he changes everyone. He did, and he changed Braun. I was telling people, dude, if he changes Braun, this guy is about to be the most devastating thing ever, and he literally just showed us exactly what I was talking about. He literally just tossed Alexa Bliss. That was like his heart and soul, man. That was like the original Mandy and Otis. Just a better looking Mandy and Otis for me. I just want old Alexa champion. Champion Alexa. Maybe, man. Maybe she'll come back harder. Maybe she's gonna start being the heel in the Nikki Cross story. Because you saw tonight they pulled back on the Nikki Cross heel stuff. She was all like, "Oh, I'm so sorry" and stuff. So maybe they're pulling back. Like it's the old UTEP two-step, the nice little crossover by Tim Hardaway. Got Kofi. Yeah, exactly. Flexibility accounts for so much, man. It's the ones who aren't the most flexible who are in the most risk, because you tear ligaments, you tear your ACL, you tear all kinds of things when you're not flexible. You can look like $1 million, but you can get cracked up real easy off of just the smallest little thing. Have you ever noticed like the moments where some of the biggest star gets injured? It's like, what happened? Like that didn't even look like anything was going on here. You see people getting slammed on the back of their neck and they're fine the next day. And then you see like some of these like huge athletes and they just run to the corner and hit the turnbuckle and then it's like, oh, he's out for 6 months. It's because flexibility can help you so much. Naomi, best talent on SmackDown. She ain't the best talent on SmackDown. She's one of the best women they have, but she ain't the best talent on SmackDown. AJ can out wrestle her any day of the week. You want to talk about like raw talent? AJ will eat her alive in every aspect. On mic, in ring, AJ's way better than her. Matt Riddle's way better than her. Not on the mic though. Or maybe on the mic too. I don't know, but Naomi is far from the best thing SmackDown's got. She might be one of the best women's competitors, but she ain't the best thing they got. She's a good athlete. She's definitely flexible. She's definitely athletic, but she's acrobatic even. She's got a pedigree to her by now. She's got a legacy. She's definitely going down in history as one of the best women's wrestlers to ever come through this industry. But she ain't the best on SmackDown, man. She'll get ate up. She'll get ate up by half the men's roster and by maybe like. She might be the best women's wrestler on the roster. On the SmackDown roster. Not on the whole roster. Usos and Roman call themselves the family. The bloodline. I don't know if they can do that. I think there's already the bloodline. Oldest tenure on SmackDown. I think Tamina is probably the oldest. Jeff Hardy takes bumps. He does. So I guess it's up to my rating now because I took all you guys' ratings. So let me get my rating. Let me see. That beat gives me like anxiety, dude. Like that beat is so monotonous. It gets to me. I always have to skip it now. Natalya, but she's not on SmackDown though. She's on Raw. I would say Tamina is probably the longest tenure on SmackDown, but yeah, Natalya. Well, now it's Mickie James on Raw. Mickie James has been around longer than Natalya, right? I'd say Natty's probably second place. Man, this was Retribution night. I'm so glad they're actually making this a big deal. I'm so glad they're putting faith in this Retribution angle because it makes the show actually have a like must-see type of feel to it. Absolutely loved the attack tonight. They're getting more brutal. They're getting more in your face and they're getting more bold. I love it. I love what Retribution is doing right now.
Switching time.
Tonight was Retribution night. Tonight was so dark. You guys noticed that? Like it was so dark. You had just Big E and Morrison getting jumped, and that also makes sense about why the Morrison and Big E match wasn't super long because they got jumped earlier. So they got jumped by an entire crew of people, and they still had a match after that. So that makes sense about why the the Morrison and Big E match wasn't like WrestleMania quality, which it should be, because both of them, in my honest opinion, Morrison and Big E would be like the perfect Intercontinental showdown if they had a good storyline. Not that I want AJ to not have the title, because AJ versus Jeff is like the perfect WrestleMania match as well. Makes me wish they had like 2 Intercontinental titles or something, because AJ versus Jeff, Big E versus Morrison, like both of those matches are just extra, like that's money right there. I loved that these matches happened tonight, or that these matchups were developed tonight. I expect to see them a few more times, and I'm not going to be mad about them if I see them again. The Chad Gable versus Sheamus thing, like, it made sense for the storyline. I just wasn't really invested because, like, I feel like I've seen this 100 times, even though I've only seen it like maybe 3 times, 4 times. It's just stale, and it doesn't work to me. Like, I don't feel the match when they fight. What else? Oh, the women's battle royale. It was utter chaos. I missed so many eliminations. I'm glad it came down to Asuka and Shayna Baszler at the end, because I feel like those are the 2 most devastating superstars in the women's division right now. And this is another reason why I say no, Naomi is not the best, because I feel like Naomi would get 8 alive by Shayna right now, and Naomi would get 8 alive by Asuka right now. So you already had 2 people tonight who are arguably better than Naomi in like every category, except maybe promos, because you know there's the language barrier for Asuka, but she could still speak better English than I can speak Japanese, so she's still pretty dang good. What else? I like how tonight they switched it up from doing all the promos to start the show to starting the show off with a match, and during the entrances they did the promos. You know what I'm talking about? Like the last couple weeks, what they've done on SmackDown is they come out the gates with like a barrage of promos. They're like, oh hey, tonight I'm gonna show King Corbin what I'm really talking about, and he's gonna feel the pain, and then somebody else is like, I'm AJ and I'm phenomenal or whatever. And they just like have these little promos back to back to back, and then they start the show. What they did tonight is they took all that and they spread it out in the first couple matches. So they started Big E's entrance, then they did his promo, then they started John Morrison's intro, then they started his promo, then they had the match, then they did the Retribution thing. So it was like you got the build up to the match while the match was getting introduced. I liked that a lot. I still kind of like the promos starting the show a little bit better though. Like when they are like can you imagine an episode of AEW where it starts off and it's just it's like the cameraman is walking down into like the basement area where the all the boiler room type of stuff is. You go down there and you just see Moxley. He's sitting there with this title and he's like, I asked for this time because Darby Allin, I know you're in the arena, and I wanted to get the jump on this whole situation and tell you ahead of time. I know you're getting ready, you're getting your boots laced up. Just stay down. Okay? Like if they started the show like that and they ended the show with the main event, I feel like that would have been such a cool, and that would be such a cool way to build your main event. And to build that, and then keep going back down there. Like, go back down there every like 40 minutes or something, just to see what he's talking about. And I liked it when SmackDown was doing this, but tonight was okay too, the way they did it. I'll give them props for switching it up a little bit. The Big E promo was kind of funny, yes. Sasha and Bayley tonight doing the ring announcement. I mean, it was a good way to get them on TV without giving them a match. They still got destroyed, and them being there actually was their downfall. If you notice, man, the attention to detail tonight was incredible. Normally, I'm all over the attention to detail. Normally, I'm like, dude, what happened here? What happened to that? What happened to what she said last week? What happened to what he was doing last week? Why isn't he acting like he was acting last week? Why did he help this guy out? Like, normally I'm questioning everything, but like when Asuka went over the top rope and was about to be eliminated, she stood on both Sasha and Bayley's backs. They were down on the outside, and that prevented Asuka from being eliminated. So literally, they cost themselves the match. Like, they cost themselves the case. It was so brilliant. It's such a beautiful way to show that both of them being there and being so cocky and being so overzealous literally cost them what would have been Asuka not even challenging. I loved it so much that she actually stood on their backs, got back in the ring, and then won the whole Battle Royale, and now she's facing both of them. That was just, it was visually perfect, and it was just the representation of what that means is perfect. Because it's literally like she stepped on them, and them just being there, doing what they normally do, is costing them their opportunities. I love it so much, man. Like, that was brilliant. Whoever booked that needs to be the guy who books a lot of this stuff. The guy or a girl. I don't know if it was a girl. What else? Lucha House Party. I mean, what the heck, man? They're obviously building towards this. The return of Kalisto was one of the most hyped things tonight. He looked like $1 million bucks. I'm so glad he was here. I thought Grand Metalik was not the guy in this match, but he was, apparently. So that was my bad, but hey, man. I was just trying to pay attention to all you guys. I was hoping for a victory of Liv Morgan or Tegan Nox. They're younger and they deserve more opportunities. I don't know, man. I mean, yeah, they are younger. I'm glad you're on the side of them. I was hoping for Shayna, because the exact opposite reason of you. Because Shayna is not young. Shayna's one of the older superstars that they have. I would have liked a little bit of opportunity, a little bit of variety in my SummerSlam with Shayna, but it's not over yet. There's still something that could happen there. We'll have to see. But I think both Liv and Tegan, they need something, man. Whether it's a title match out of nowhere like this, or whether it's just more experience, Liv just is not there yet, man. I know people like her. I know you think she looks good or whatever, but she ain't on the level of anybody like Asuka or Charlotte or Sasha or Bayley or any of these people. Ruby, she ain't holding a candle in the ring. Tegan, on the other hand, she is definitely a better wrestler than Liv, but I feel like she's got to have some major moments happen to her, and like you said, maybe this would be what would be major for her. I could agree with Tegan, but Liv, nah, dude. I think people are a little too high on Liv right now. I think she's gotta put in the reps, man. The Liv train is running a little bit too hard. Kalisto versus Mysterio, oh, that'd be epic. Hey, man, I thought that I was just going by what Cesaro was saying backstage. I thought Cesaro said your match tonight versus Lindsay, but he did, in hindsight, he did talk about the what did he call them? The flies. He said they're a bunch of Spanish flies, and then he said something about chibi metallic or something. So I should have taken that as a clue. I thought he was talking about Lindsay, but I just messed up. But yes, okay. So I will say yes to maybe Tegan fighting in some sort of title match sometime soon. But Liv, she's another one of those people who got taken out of the NXT oven way too fast. Way too fast. Her wrestling is like she's out here, she's doing the wrestling, but it's like obvious when she wrestled Natalya. It was obvious Natalya had to slow it down to like 0.5 of her normal speed, and when she wrestled Ruby, it was obvious that like the win was given to her. It wasn't like she was the better wrestler in the match. She just got given, and that happened twice. So I would say Tegan maybe is ready for some sort of title, but Liv, man, she's so green right now. She's got to get the upgrades, man. Thought the Fiend would attack Braun Strowman. He tried to, Giovanni. And that's the last thing I got to talk about is this main event spot. So brilliantly executed. I love the bald Braun. I loved the way he delivered his promo tonight. It was more believable than most of the promos I've ever heard him do. The presentation was off the charts with Alexa standing next to him and him not even looking at her. Her recognizing that, her feeling like this is not you, and him understanding that, him being like, yo, he changes you, he changes everything, he changes you too, he changed you. He could feel it in her. He could feel that Alexa is different too. And I love how somebody finally said this on TV, that when you face the Fiend, when the Fiend is there, he changes who you are, he changes you. And for him to say that it happened to her too, and he can recognize it, that means like the Fiend's influence lives in you, and you can actually recognize it in other people now. This is furthering the lore of the Fiend. And I literally love this storyline. The Fiend storyline is like the best thing in wrestling. There's no better storyline, period. This guy has affected Seth Rollins. He's affected on the up and up. He's affected Seth. He's affected every single person. Braun. He's affected every single person he's touched, who still exists within the universe. And it just shows so heavily. He affected the Miz. The Miz became like super ruthless. He affected who else? Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan had to just bounce, man. Daniel Bryan was gone. I just absolutely love this storyline, and I'm glad that it persists between superstars. And now Alexa, she's not even like acknowledging her friend Nikki Cross. It's so brilliant. And the way this ended was just off the charts. Braun actually tossing the girl he used to be like head over heels for. Like, he made her head over heels. Not in a good way. I cannot say enough good stuff about this ending, man. This ending was crisp, clean, made sense. And for all the people who were like, oh my god, they ruined this storyline. Braun said he doesn't care about Alexa. I feel so sorry for those people tonight, because right now they're sitting here trying to justify why they're so hype about this now. Now they're trying to turn around, they're trying to turn the corner. And this is why people need to just let things rock, and people need to realize who they're talking about. You're talking about Bray freaking Wyatt, the master of the storyline. If there's one person you could put, one wrestler you could put in charge of a storyline and actually think it's going to turn out okay, Bray is the one, man. He's literally the only wrestler that I would put in charge of a storyline and think he has the wherewithal, the forethought, and the research to make something work. I would not trust another superstar with a ongoing year-long gimmick like this. Nobody else. There are some superstars who can cut a promo. There's some superstars who can wrestle. There is nobody else in wrestling right now who can hold a gimmick and a storyline for a year long and actually make other people better. Okay, let me sharpen that. And make other people better and make other people matter in the meantime. Nobody. That's why when people come out of the side of their mouth talking about, oh, they ruined the Bray storyline, I'm just like, dude, do you not know who you're talking about? Like, this is the one guy that is in the zone when it comes to how to build a character, how to build a storyline. He's not just some guy who's under WWE contract that they're throwing around and making him do stupid little pie-in-the-face spots backstage. Yeah, dude, honestly. When Bray retires, I hope he has a long, illustrious career backstage being a writer for WWE, because he'll make these storylines so much better. So man, last week when they were like, when I saw it on Twitter, oh, they ruined the storyline. Braun said he doesn't care about Alexa. It's over. Honestly, when he said that, that's when the storyline went up a notch. That's not when it went down notches. That's when it went up a notch, because it showed how the Fiend's influence can literally destroy who you previously were. It can change what your focus is. It can make you into something else, change you, and on top of that, maybe he's kidding. But tonight, after tonight, I don't think so. I think he's pretty much he's showing he's like that. It was great. The way they went off the air with both of them just laughing and then Braun just screaming in the camera, it was cathartic. It was like one of these moments where you might actually look back and see that as a moment in history. This is actually one of those SmackDowns that we might be talking about in like a year. Because who knows? Maybe Braun stays this way. Maybe this is the start of something even bigger than that. This could be one of the SmackDowns that we talk about a couple months from now or a year from now, which is more than I can say for a lot of SmackDowns, a lot of Raws, a lot of NXTs, a lot of AEWs, a lot of Ring of Honors, a lot of NWAs, a lot of just every single company. You know, when you do that many matches and that many shows, there's always going to be shows that are kind of throwaway. Tonight, I feel like could be one of these shows that we talk about for a while to come here, and that's the mark of a good show. So tonight, I'm giving this an 8.5. I think that might be the highest rating I've given to a SmackDown this year, but I think it's so worthy. I think every single angle had something about it that could turn over to something more. I know we're getting closer to a pay-per-view, so they're trying harder, but that, to me, that doesn't matter. Okay, I know. You get close to a pay-per-view, you start trying harder, you start upping the ante to make it so the pay-per-view pops people. I know how it works, okay? So I'm not saying that I'm giving it an 8.5 because it's getting close to pay-per-view. I'm saying without it being close to a pay-per-view, this was, in its own little bubble, a very good episode of SmackDown. It had... The reason why I'm taking a 1.5 off of it is because of the lack of wrestling. I didn't completely believe in the Mandy Rose promo. I kind of liked it, but I didn't completely believe in it. I thought that AJ is still teetering a little too close to the comedic side of things, but it's entertaining. But it's a little too close to the comedic side of things for me. I think AJ's one of these characters that, like, he's either like extra serious or he's like jokey as heck, and it's, to me, he's teetering a little too close to that comedic side of things. I'd like him to be a little bit more serious, but it makes him the heel that you want to see lose, but also could get humiliated a little bit by Jeff. So it kind of works, but I don't know, man. Comedy belongs in wrestling, but just AJ, I don't know. Kalisto's return was done very good. Don't know why it was Gran Metalik in this match instead of Lindsay. I mean, it was my mistake to think that, but it just, I don't know, man. I just don't understand why this is happening so often now. Gran Metalik is getting this like major singles thing going on. He just fought for the Intercontinental title. Now he's fighting Shinsuke. I don't know. Just kind of takes a little bit of the edge off. The whole Shorty G thing needs to just bounce up out of here because it's not entertaining to me at all. I like him as a wrestler, but I'm not finding anything cool to it. Until he talked to Matt Riddle, I just didn't want to see Chad Gable on the screen. Baron Corbin not having a match tonight might have been the best thing about the the night because I don't want to see Baron Corbin in a match. I think that him on the mic tonight was perfectly done. It was just enough of Baron for him to have a presence, but I don't need to see him wrestling every night or every SmackDown. And Retribution, I'm looking for them to do something huge next week. This week, I was hyped for it. It was devastating, and it was Retribution night. I like the just overabundance of Retribution, and I can almost expect them to just take over SummerSlam. But man, I just wish they would have done something a little bigger, just a little bit bigger than this. Just beating up some refs backstage and locking a dude in a bathroom. And they beat up Big E and Morrison, but they obviously weren't that phased. They still came out and had a match later. So I don't know. There's reasons that I'm not giving this the full on like 9 out of 10 or whatever. But I do believe that this particular show could be something that we might talk about for like a year. if the angles that they've set up tonight actually pan out, this could be something good. I'm giving this an 8.5. Abyss. Yeah. And people are telling me about Abyss. Sam, I see you, man. What's up, dude? You only got to say hi once. I see you, man. I'm giving my review right now. So, yes, 8.5 for me. Let's add these up. I don't think it's much math to do right now. I don't think we have to do much math, but we're going to do it anyway. Dang, 124. This might be the most ratings we ever got. Thank you to everybody who gave your review tonight. I appreciate it very, very much. I appreciate it very, very, very much. Can you guys see these scores? We got an 8.5, an 8.3, an 8.5, an 8.0, an 8.0, an 8.9. So that's 5 scores. We got an 8.1, an 8.0, an 8.9, an 8.5, a 7.9. That's 10 scores. We got an 8.2, a 7.7, 8.5, 8.0, and an 8.5. That's 15 scores. My goodness, man. 15 scores. Thank you guys so much. So it adds up to 124 overall. Let's divide that by 15 scores to get our... Oh my goodness. Yo, what's going on? Thank you for subscribing. Divided by 15 equals 8.26. This might be the highest rated SmackDown that we've seen in a long time. In maybe this year? Goodness gracious, dude. They definitely smacked it down. They smacked it out of the park. Goodness gracious. Wow, SmackDown actually scratching the board again. Gollum has been he's been much more competitive this season, I would say. Good job. Good job, Gollum. Gollum, I see that look in your eye. Gollum, you're going to do it, aren't you? You're going to dance, aren't you? I knew it. Gollum. Dude, you're behind. You're not winning. Don't go talk to Vince. Don't try to flex on Vince. Vince is ahead of you. Don't try to flex on RVD either. Don't flex on Cody. Cody is definitely ahead of you. Oh my goodness. Now you're you're flexing on William Regal. Gollum. What the heck? Good stuff though, Gollum. I do appreciate your effort was awesome, man. Did a really good effort tonight. Gollum. He's happy. Yeah. He's not doing it. The reason why I picked Gollum for SmackDown is because the theme song, "Are you ready for a good time?" I think that sounds like Gollum. So I put Gollum. Plus, who knows who's in charge of SmackDown, really? So that's why. Dude, I think Raw might take it. I really think Raw might take it. Let's do our predictions right now because it's over. It's basically over. We only have a week to go. After SummerSlam, once SummerSlam goes off the air, the Battle of the Brands is over, and we'll be crowning our season champion. This is the fourth season that we've been doing the Battle of the Brands. So, what do you guys think? What do you think is gonna win? I think SmackDown can't win technically. Let's see. If everybody drops the ball, let's see. If nobody gets a point, SmackDown gets another. They get another SmackDown, which will put them at 16 next week, and then they get 17. So if they get a point at SummerSlam, if SummerSlam is good, then that means SmackDown gets a point as well. So that'll put them at 17. So they would tie with Raw, they would tie with AEW, and NXT would win. Let's see, what else? NXT has another episode of NXT coming up next week. So if everybody stays frozen, NXT could possibly get 19, and then they could get 20 if TakeOver is good. Which TakeOver is normally good, but the episode before TakeOvers are normally kind of okay. I won't say that they're the best, but they might do it. So they might get to a 20. So in that situation, NXT would win. Let's see, AEW. AEW has, they just have next week's Dynamite. They have next week's Dynamite on Saturday. And that'll put them at 18. So best case scenario, if NXT drops the ball on TakeOver, Raw drops the ball, SmackDown drops the ball, and they pull off a great episode of Dynamite, then they'll hit 18. So they'll be tied with NXT, and they will. We said if there's a tie, then they both win. So they'll win. They'll win the season. Gosh, I mean that's a possibility. Possibility, man. NXT is. They've been known to drop the ball here or there. I will not say NXT has been perfect. But them dropping the ball on a TakeOver is very unlikely. We'll have to see. Let's see. What else? Raw. Okay, Raw has the Raw coming up this upcoming Monday, which will put them at 18. So they'd be tied with NXT, and if SummerSlam rocks it and NXT drops the ball twice, then that would put them at 19. That'd put Raw and SmackDown at 19 and 16. So Raw would win. If Raw can knock it out of the park on this upcoming Monday and SummerSlam is good, and then everybody else drops the ball, then Raw would actually win the season. So it's really up to NXT to drop the ball. NXT will win if they don't drop the ball this upcoming Wednesday, and if TakeOver 30 is what is normally expectable from AEW. And Impact, you know, they're just having fun for now, but once the season starts up, the next day after SummerSlam is the new season, so we're resetting all these points to 0. So Impact is they're just waiting. They're waiting to get back into it. I like it, man. I like it. I've been working, so I haven't been keeping up with wrestling as a whole. What's up, Skull Crusher? Skull Crusher, it's good to see you back in here again. Yeah, if NXT doesn't drop the ball, then it's all over. But as an incredible supporter and incredible, I love NXT. As a person who loves NXT, I have known them to have some kind of not so good go home shows and some not so good shows after takeovers. But the after takeover is not going to matter as much. It's not going to matter at all for this, but it's going to matter for the next season. So I hope they don't pull that same old recap stuff. Because I don't. If NXT does win the season, I want them to start off with a weird little recap show again, because they'll be in the dust if they do that again. I was one to say that sounded like Gollum. Yes. Yes. But I think he sounds like Gollum too. Wish AEW had a Twitch channel so I can get emotes. Hey Mo, all they gotta do is win. We'll have one. I didn't tell you this. Went on my mind. Big E said he not alone. What if he's the leader of Retribution? Why would they beat him up though? Xavier Woods being the leader would make more sense. Xavier Woods would make more sense. I could see Xavier being the leader, but not Big E. They beat him up tonight. It could have been a fake beatdown, but it looked pretty convincing. And he was heated afterwards. They weren't showing any signs of that he was involved. There were a lot more people tonight that looked involved, but maybe it's like a long-term burn or something. Okay, bathroom break is over. See you later, Skull Crusher. Thank you for hanging. We're in an interesting period in wrestling. Things are on the shift with every brand competing their force to make changes to the product they are, and I like that. I like that. Man, yeah, it's real tough, man. But yeah, if Xavier was the leader of Retribution, that would be one of the biggest storylines. Big E. Can't you see some? Oh no. Oh my goodness. Notorious. Oh my goodness. Yeah, Xavier. That could be cool. You'll never see that coming. I mean, my goodness, Kalisto is back, so maybe Xavier is back too. I don't even know, man. I would love to know you guys' theories. We should do the hashtag on Twitter. You'll never see it coming. What is it? It's YSIC. YSIC. You never see it coming. We should do that with all the weird, wacky, outlandish theories that people can come up with. I'd like to see that. Well, SmackDown was able to pull it off tonight, but they are definitely in park position. They are not winning the season. We know that for sure. But man, did they put in a very, very good effort this season? SmackDown this season was better than the last couple of seasons. I'll tell you that. They've definitely done what it takes to be a contender. I think with a little bit more star power and a little bit more, if they could keep up this sort of interest and this sort of tenacity on telling storylines, they could most definitely win next season if they just keep it up. But they got some really tough competition. Oh my goodness. Okay, for reals now. Big E's words to hypnotize. I heard that. I have heard this. Roman as the leader of Retribution. Oh, are you kidding me? I mean, that would probably be the best thing. Would that be the best? No, the best would be CM Punk. The best would be CM Punk, but Roman would be definitely up there. Man, dude, what an episode of SmackDown. How fun was that? I guess you guys saw some TV 14 in the corner. I didn't really notice the TV 14. Someone come back to WWE Raw or SmackDown like before that happened. We'll see, man. We got Shawn Michaels coming to Raw next week. Maybe he's going to be the next victim of the punt kick. TV 14. Bo Dallas. Maybe I was right the whole time when I said that Bo Dallas was the guy behind the whole hack thing. Maybe he's behind the Retribution thing. Maybe I was not that far off. Yeah, Roman as the leader would be crazy, dude. How would I react to Tessa Blanchard? I'd be like, okay, well, I don't really care anymore. I don't like Tessa, dude. I'm done with her. I never liked her. I never liked her at all. Absolutely not. The only way that I liked her is that she would hold her own against, like, I saw her in a pretty good match with Ricochet, and I think she's an okay wrestler, but I'm just not. I don't like her look. Like, there's just something about her, man. You ever have that wrestler you're just like, whatever.
3 more words.
Like, that was me with, like, who else? There's a few wrestlers like that. Their look and their mannerisms just made me not a fan. I think I'm that way with, I liked Scott Steiner, but I kind of had that feel for him that I wasn't the biggest fan. Gosh, maybe, I don't want to say Steve Blackman, but kind of Steve Blackman. I feel like that's kind of how people feel about Baron Corbin right now. He's just got this, like, look and style that some people don't really feel. I just don't like her, dude. Don't like her. I don't see her as anything special, really. I respect the grind, but honestly, I'm so sick of people getting props for just being middle of the road and just because you're a woman. She's all right, but it's just her whole attitude, her look. I'm just not feeling it, man. Same thing with B. Priestley. Every time I see B. Priestley, I'm like, okay, cool. So you wrestled a guy, and you did all right. Cool. JBL. Yeah, a lot of people probably got that JBL thing to them. Yes, I could see that. Joey Janela, I could see that too. I like Joey Janela, but I could see how people get that feeling off of him. Like, there's just certain wrestlers that just have a look and like a wrestling style and like a feel to them that's just, it's just not your thing. And I understand that. That's why when some people are like, nah, man, to some superstars, I'm like, okay, I see you. Priestley, I heard about her. Yeah, she's just okay, dude. She's just okay, and I think Tessa might be like pretty close to the talent level of B. Priestley, but together, they're just not that great, man. Like, I just don't see it. It's like a lot of the women's wrestlers, and that's why women's wrestling it's so like hit and miss, because there's just so many people getting way too much props for being subpar overall, but being okay as a women's wrestler makes you like, now you're in the headlines and you're like the best thing ever. We got to stop rewarding mediocrity like that, because all it's doing is it's making it so that mediocrity becomes the bar, and now that's the thing now. It's cool to be mediocre because now at least you're a women's wrestler, right? Like, no, dude. No. Be good. Be a good wrestler. How about that? Stop worrying about what's between your legs and start worrying about what happens between these ropes. Sorry, but I'm not sorry. There are women who deserve to be up in here in main events. I would say definitely Bayley. Bayley's great. Sasha's definitely getting back to some sort of greatness. Asuka's cool. Io Shirai, she's fresh. Rhea Ripley, she's got what it takes, man. She's got a great look. She's got great in ring, and she's no joke, dude. She looks like she'll actually hurt you. Same thing with Shayna. Like, there are some really good women's wrestlers, but then there are some like just getting props because they're a woman, and it's like, can we stop doing that? Because that's sexism. That's literally sexist. When you're praising somebody just because they're a woman, that's literally sexist. You don't have to be talking trash about somebody to be sexist. You could be sexist by just giving way too much praise to somebody for being a woman. You can give way too much praise to somebody for being a man. It's like men who are good at interior decorating. It's like, oh, he's a great interior decorator for a man. It's like, no, he's just a great interior decorator. If you have to add the for a man, then he's not that great, obviously. Let's stop adding for a woman, for a man, for a black guy, for a white guy. Like, you stop adding that, you're going to actually see who's good. Eminem is not a good rapper for a white guy. Eminem is just a good rapper, period. It's like saying that's a good skateboarder for a black guy. That's racist. You're literally just being racist. If he's good, he's good. We don't have to add for a black guy, for a woman, for a man, for a transsexual. You don't have to add none of that. If they're good, you just say they're good. That's it. We need to stop doing all that crap, man, because guaranteed if Tessa Blanchard had as much baggage as she has right now, as much industry baggage and as much heat within the industry as she has right now, and she was a guy and the guy wrestled like Tessa, that person would never get work again. But people are out here talking about sign Tessa. It's because you've set the bar so low that now that's like the #1 signee, dude. If there was a guy who wrestled like Tessa but had all the baggage, that person would never work again. They would never work again. And that's the problem. If they're good, just say they're good. We need to stop with the for a black guy, for a white guy, for a woman, for a transsexual. No, for a nothing. Are they good or not is the question. Just pull off a few flashy moves, but nothing too technical. That person is Enzo. Yeah, she got released. It's for real. Yeah, Naomi's just really, she's really athletically talented. She's very gifted dancer, and she's flexible. She's acrobatic. She's everything that it takes to be a good wrestler. But her in-ring work, like, I can't really list like a classic match of hers. I can't list a classic match for a lot of superstars. So I'm not saying this is like a bust for her, but Naomi is another one of these athletes. Like, yeah, she's good for a woman. But is she good though? Like, is she a good wrestler? I've seen her do a lot of botchy stuff. She's been in a lot of wacky promos. She's not great on the mic. She's not deceptively fast. She doesn't have like a move where I'm like, oh my god. Like even Alicia Fox, when she did the Northern Lights suplex, it was just beautiful. It was a work of art. What's Naomi's work of art? You know, like the weird little Starship Pain thing she does without a twist and still doesn't even make it look that great. She's just okay. You know, she's not the greatest women's wrestler or anything, dude. She deserves better, yeah. So does the whole women's division. So does women's wrestling in general. They have to start expecting more of them, but how do you do that when the work rate is looking like it's looking? Jimmy Uso is epic, dude. He's a good wrestler. But I hope people understand what I'm saying. I'm trying to be the exact opposite of sexist, so I hope nobody's taking this as sexist. It's just, are you good or not should be the conversation. Not are you a good women's wrestler, not are you a good white rapper, are you a good white basketball player? Like, who cares, man? Are you good or not should be the conversation. And once we get to that level, that's when we're really going to start separating people from that's when we're really going to start understanding what talent truly is. When you have all these caveats, that's she's good for a Filipino dual parent household with a less than $45,000 per year income, and they entered the WWE after the year 2008, and she wears red shoes, and she she has braids. Like, how many different little qualifiers do we have to put on wrestlers before we just start saying, are they good or not? I want to erase all of those. Erase every single one of those stipulations and just say, are they good or not? Because I think that's when we can really get down to some good conversations about wrestling. People got so many caveats. So this person's good for being from Britain and wrestling only in New Japan, and wrestling matches that score these many stars and Dave Meltzer's ratings, and like you're just putting way too much on it, man. Is it good or not? How many different stipulations are you gonna put on people before you just say, are they good or not? And yeah, I'll say it. Alexa's not a great wrestler. She's not, dude. She's just an okay wrestler, but she's got a great look. She's got a great physique to her. And she just has that it factor, which makes up for a lot of that, which a lot of people don't have. So there's trade-offs, man. If we don't have to say a person's the best wrestler in the world to be like one of the top prospects. She's a very realistic top prospect. She's one of those superstars that has that it factor that makes it so her in-ring production isn't the most important part, but it does help. She's not a bad wrestler, but the rest of that lifts her up to that main event type talent place, you know? She could easily be listed next to a Bayley or an Oscar or something like that right now and still feel like a big deal. So it's not all about wrestling talent, but if you're lacking in that area, you better have this other stuff if you want to be up that high on the fight card. I have no equivocations about it, man. My favorite wrestler is not a good wrestler. My favorite wrestler right now, my favorite wrestler of all time is Goldberg. He's not a good wrestler. He's not a good wrestler, but he's iconic. So there's that, you know, like the lack of wrestling prowess, the weirdness, the botchiness, the just utter disregard for people around him. It sucks, yes, but he's iconic. And sitting here watching at home, I can see iconic things he's done in the past. My second favorite wrestler, Seth Rollins. Now that's a guy who can put together a promo, a storyline. He's magic in the ring. He can basically work side by side with anybody in the industry right now. Kenny Omega versus Seth Rollins would probably be the greatest wrestling match we've ever seen if they would let it happen. If they would really let them go, it could be one of the best wrestling matches. Maybe not the best, but it could be one of the best wrestling matches of all time. He's that good. But he's got both sides of it, you know. Sometimes you get a superstar who's got both sides. They got the in-ring and the iconic status. He's got that whiny voice that just grates on your nerves. He's got the ability to cut a promo in the ring against anybody.
Ever able to have any more children?
He's just got it, man.
So how does your
Sometimes you get both sides of the coin. Sometimes you get one side of the coin. You just get Goldberg, and he's just Goldberg, and that's all you get. And sometimes that's enough, but like I'm just so sick of like these women's wrestlers who don't even have either side of the coin getting put up on a pedestal because they're a woman. It's like, does that matter to me? I don't know, man. Does that really matter? Is that why I'm watching? Not really. I mean, yeah, I'd like to see women get some representation. I'd like to see, because the more opportunities they get, the more we might see the next Lita, the next Trish, the next Asuka, the next Sasha. So the opportunities are important, but we don't just give opportunities because someone's a woman, because what the heck are you doing there? Dolph has everything. That is true. Dolph is in-ring gold. He's on mic gold. The guy can cut promos. The guy's got the look. He looks like $1 million. The guy's got the pedigree of like a real-life athlete. Not even like a real-life athlete. The guy was real life, for sure. Still probably is. Will you be streaming on Twitch later? Yes. I'm streaming on Twitch right now, Waleed, if you want to come on over. That's where I'm at right now. Hollywood Hogan had limited moveset. Exactly. See, this is what I'm talking about. If you're lackluster in one area, you've got to have like mad clout in some other area to bring yourself up to that next level. Think about Andre the Giant, dude. He had the it factor. The guy was not a great wrestler, but he had that charisma. He exuded that confidence, and he was just larger than life, literally. So it worked. This formula it's timeless. This formula works for everybody. Look at MJF. MJF is not a really great wrestler, but everybody's talking about him. You know why? Because he's got that it factor. He's making up for the in-ring by being better than average elsewhere and otherwise, on the mic, in promos, in character, all the time in character. That's what you got to do. You can't put subpar on mic, subpar in ring, and then expect, oh well, I like the way this person looks, so they should be on the top. Really? So they should be on top? Really? You want to watch a wacky main event? You want the main event of WrestleMania 35 again? You want to just put Becky Lynch just because people are like, oh, that's what's happening, when everybody knows it should have been Kofi Kingston in the main event? I'm sorry, but there are like hardcore feminists right now who are like, yeah, it should have been Kofi. I'm sorry. But I'm not sorry, because honestly, like, they just put everything they had into that, but it shouldn't have been the main event. He's nothing but a Cleveland Browns fan. You guys are so funny. Yeah, Dakota Kai. See, that's a good wrestler. Io Shirai, that's a good wrestler. Rhea has that it factor for sure, dude. Like, it's bleeding from her. Mercedes Martinez, Scarlett even. Scarlett, she just got this like aura about her, and it's not because I like the way she looks. It's because the presentation and her just wholeheartedly putting herself into it has made her a bigger star than people who are out here wrestling every week. There's some times where you just gotta like use what you got to the fullest. Yeah, Dakota Kai, she's on the edge, man. I think she just needs an actual storyline. I feel like they pulled the trigger a little too early with the whole Tegan Nox thing. And I hope that comes back, because I think that could help them both. I think her and Tegan Nox need to have another little, not even a little feud. I think that needs to be just a vicious blood feud or something. Scarlett has the it factor, exactly, because she's utilized this and they pushed her. And a lot of it has to do with how the company treats you as well, so I'm not going to deny it. Like, there's some people who probably have the it factor who I don't know about. But I'll tell you one thing, it's not Naomi, dude. It's not Naomi. Even when she was at the top, even when she was pushed as the main, remember when she had the glow title? They took all the time to design her like a glowing title and everything. She was still cutting these cookie cutter promos, not believable on the mic, and still wrestling the same match. She's like the Finn Balor of the women's division to me. Just not current Finn Balor, mind you, because current Finn Balor is actually vicious, and he's actually switched up his moveset a little bit to mirror how tenacious he is going after people right now. Naomi is like the abs collar Finn Balor, the one that just came out and popped their abs just so people would cheer. And did his thing, did his same cookie cutter match he always does. That's Naomi, dude. Give him the rear view. Nothing spectacular at all. Do the springboard enziguri and just call it a night. So that's why I say this about Naomi, man. She's got to show me something, man. Are you happy that Kalisto's back? Dude, Kalisto looks like $1 million. Yeah, I'm glad he's back. I've been asking where he was at for the last couple weeks. Finn without the demon, yeah. Dude, but he's at least doing something, okay? Like, I will say Finn right now is the most interesting Finn I've seen in years. I have not been interested in Finn Balor in years. To be completely honest with you guys, without the demon and with this whole abs collar thing, I was just done with him. Right now, I feel like he's the most interesting he's been in years. So at least there's that, but yeah, that it factor is very, I mean, it's like when you see that light fog hanging over the grass outside in the morning. It's like that type of fog where it's like, are you going to be real fog or not, dude? Like, it's that fog. That's Finn Balor. He's just on the edge, man. Penelope has the it factor for sure. She's got it all, man. She's actually an okay wrestler too, but she's got more than that. Like, she's got the look, she's got the mannerisms, she's just got it all. The way she moves, the way she wrestles in the ring. Her match with Hikaru Shida should have been the all-out match. If they're not going to do it for Nyla, it should be her. I really, really am disappointed with the AEW women's division right now. I hope they'll try harder, man. How am I? I'm doing great, man. I'm glad SmackDown was good tonight. I didn't want to waste 2 hours on a lackluster show. SmackDown was actually fun tonight. It was just non-stop. They need some filler guys. Yeah, I feel like they do a little bit too much of the 50-50 stuff. They do need some dominance. They do need some dominance. could tell they're starting to focus a little bit more on storylines, which is a good thing and a bad thing though, because it gives you less time to like buff up your guys, you guys and girls who you want to be like the next big thing. So it has that duality to it. It's a good thing because I want good storylines. I want something to tune into where they're paying attention to detail, where week to week I'm rewarded for watching and rewarded for knowing what's going on and seeing the culmination of some good showdowns and some good storylines, some good friendships or lack thereof. I love that. But on the opposite end of that, it's like, you know, 40 minutes of wrestling every Friday is kind of, it's kind of tough, you know, because like at the end of the day, I'm trying to watch a wrestling show, so I do not envy them for having to try to balance these two things. I think they did a good job tonight, but on a lot of nights, it shows that the strain of balancing these things becomes very difficult, and it doesn't turn out quite right. I hope for the best, man. I really hope next week's SmackDown is like the ultimate go home show, because if they can hype this go home show enough, it's gonna bleed into NXT. It's gonna pop AEW as well, because AEW is coming on the very next day. AEW is happening Saturday next week, and then it's going to also going to carry on into SummerSlam. So this SmackDown is going to be very important just for wrestling as a whole. And I know that sounds big, but it is. This SmackDown is going to create the hype for the weekend, and I just really hope it's just as good as tonight or better. That would be so awesome. Bobby Roode for the leader. Bobby Roode, oh my god. Dude, he's a raw athlete right now though. I can't say no because anything can happen, dude. Every time I think about, like, no, that could never happen, I think about Heath Ledger as the Joker and how good that turned out when I thought it was going to be the worst thing ever. I think about Rocky Maivia, his debut versus him right now. I think about these misnomers, these out of nowhere type of situations where what you thought was just not even anything to look at became one of the best things ever. So I can't say no to Robert Roode, but it's just, to me, highly unlikely right now that would be a good way for them to deal with the Retribution thing. That's true. Retribution is on both shows. You're right. Yeah, I'm not forgetting NXT. I said NXT.
Uncovering business insights shouldn't be a leap of faith. Using the prescriptive data.
Take over 30, baby. Yeah. I said NXT. You are correct, though. Could be anybody. Man. You'll never see it coming. I hope it was me, Austin, all along. I hope it was Vince McMahon. Yeah, it's Vince McMahon. They are used, they're used harder on SmackDown, I will say that. But that might be because of the Raw Underground thing. Might just be because they got to split the time between Retribution and the Raw Underground. SmackDown doesn't have SmackDown Underground, so maybe they can go a little harder with the Retribution angle. I don't know, man. It's gonna be Vince. Vince is behind Retribution, like I said earlier. You'll never see it coming. Vince wanted to destroy the WWE so bad. He gave us garbage storylines. He gave us Baron Corbin versus Chad Gable. He gave us Sheamus versus Chad Gable for weeks and weeks and weeks. He tried to destroy his own company, and we just kept watching. So now he has decided he has to really hire some people to literally destroy WWE. That's what it is. Vince McMahon. He did it. Vince did it, man. He's trying to literally destroy WWE now. They need to have a popular babyface reveal as the leader of Retribution. turning him heel and process everyone. I'm telling you, dude. If it's CM Punk, it's game. It's game over. That would pump up SmackDown to incredible levels for everybody who loves wrestling. I honestly believe that CM Punk would be something that would make it so fresh. The Sheamus thing could make sense now, especially since they kind of hinted at it tonight, where he said, "Oh, they're not going to attack while I'm out here." Maybe Sheamus is behind it, and that would be kind of okay to me, as long as they did it right, and he's going to be just devastating. Because he really doesn't have much to do right now. It's like he was getting that Jeff Hardy storyline, but now Jeff is off of him, so what's left for Sheamus? I could see that. A returning superstar. Jason Jordan. No, I couldn't see Jason Jordan. I don't want to see him as the leader. I would hope it's somebody who can cut decent promos. It's got to be somebody who can cut decent promos, man. If it's anybody who's on the mic sounding like Jason Jordan, it's just gonna flop real hard. Ricochet. Ricochet. Oh my God. Can you imagine? It would be just so done, dude. It would be so over with. Can you imagine, like, if SummerSlam is going off the air, you see a little copyright symbol in the corner, and Retribution has just literally tore apart the ring and destroyed whoever's going to be the main event, probably Drew McIntyre or Randy. Drew McIntyre, no, maybe The Fiend. Nah, they wouldn't do that. It'll be Drew McIntyre and Randy. So Drew McIntyre and Randy are laid out in the middle of the ring. Retribution has laid waste to everything, and they're up on the stage. And then the leader of Retribution is standing there, and he takes off his mask, and it's Ricochet. I would laugh so hard. I think the broadcast might just go off the air. I might laugh so hard that I fall out of my chair and break my modem, and the broadcast just blacks out. That would be something I'd never see coming. I would literally fall on the ground. I want it to be the Fiend and Braun laid out, though. You did say that. Linda McMahon. CM Punk, the leader, and the lady who attacked the lady in the audience could be AJ Lee. Maybe. Could be the Hackers group. They're all wearing hoodies just like the Hacker. That's true. Power keeps flickering, which could be him attacking the power truck. It could be the Hackers group. We haven't seen the Hacker in a while, and the hack attacks have kind of stopped. I haven't seen any of the glitchiness. Could they be one and the same? We haven't seen Ali in a second either. I think we should make a list, like the front runners. The front runners to be like the leader of Retribution. I think that Ali could definitely be it. Cameron, that's a good one. That's a good one. We should just. I'm just gonna get out of this show right now. Okay, we're gonna get out of the show. We're gonna keep talking about this, guys. Everybody on YouTube, please come over to my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/GrittyUrbanSaga, guys. We're going to be talking about this a little bit, and I'm going to start up Avengers, because the Avengers beta is now open to play. Hopefully it lets me play this time. So we're just going to be chatting it up. We're going to make our list. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. Thank you so much for all your ratings. What did we get up to? We got up to, what was it, 127? I think that's the most ratings I've seen besides the pay-per-view. Thank you guys so much. You guys rock it. You guys rock so much. I love you. I appreciate you so much, and I love this universe. Thank you guys for being part of it. Thank you for being positive. I know it's hard in today's wrestling environment, but we gotta just love what we love, man, and uplift each other. That's gonna make wrestling so much better for all of us. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm gonna see you in just a second. That was Dudley. I see you. That was the chat.
Chromebook comes in all these shapes and sizes. How's